Good morning. Let's do this. Kotter and Marshall. Be sure to hop on that stream now. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can download the Rock 1061 app, listen to the show that way. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. And there is always the website, rock1061.com. Good morning, Marshall.
Good morning.
So you titled the show Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Can you explain why today's show has been titled Nice?
It's 6-9 day. It's 69 day.
Nice.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's June 9th, guys. Congratulations. We made it.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd last this long as a show, so hats off to us.
Hey, hold on. I'm trying to... oh, wait. Hey, Kotter.
Yeah.
Bob has 69 candy bars. He eats 42 of them, then stops eating. What does he have now?
Do I want to know? I don't know. What?
Diabetes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I got a load of 69 jokes for today.
Oh, I can't wait to.
Yeah, I didn't write any of them. I just found them on the internet.
That's fair. That's why the internet's there, for us not to have to work.
Hey, where is the best place to 69 in France?
Oh, where?
Nice.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, good. That's good. That's good. I like it.
I got tons more.
All right, well played. Those won't get old at all. I'm assuming some of them are stream only, right?
But yeah, there's some definite stream only X-rated jokes and facts that I will be telling throughout the day. You want a fact?
I would love a fact.
It's not even really a 69 fact. It's just, I don't know. Let's just go with this one. How about this? When a male honeybee reaches orgasm, his testicles explode and his penis gets ripped off.
What?
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
I know.
Jeez.
I don't make the bee rules. But hey, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I realize that once my wife leaves for extended periods of time, I don't eat normal meals.
69 something?
No. I don't eat normal
ham sandwich?
Normal meals. No, I don't even eat a ham sandwich.
Oh.
Normally, I would go off to the store, but I haven't had time to do that yet. So over the past 2 days, I have eaten chips and hummus.
Okay.
I have had, I think, some quesadillas with green chilies. Mm-hmm. And that is it.
That's just the bachelor life, bro. Don't hate on it.
I suck at it. I'm really, really bad at this bachelor life.
Okay. So I mean, I don't think that's bad at all. I think you're literally on par.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
is that it?
You're just living the life.
I should play some video games, drink some beer, sit around in my underwear, and I'm good?
Yeah, is that weird?
Yeah.
I do that with my wife home. What's wrong with you?
All right, fair enough. All right, coming up on the show today, Mac's going to join us for Chicks on Dudes. We've got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? We're going to talk the most hated NBA players, and then we're going to power rank some of the best/worst sports villains ever. Call, comment, and text today. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Mine, spoiler alert, is when I realized my parents should no longer be married, so it's an uplifter. And then we'll kick off the show with About Last Night. Loki debuted today on Disney+. Death by Eye Drops. And Dana White just, likes to give his opinion. That story's next. We'll kick off Kotter and Marshall. Here's Bring Me the Horizon and Teardrops, Rock 1061.
I just caught another 69-day fun fact here.
Okay.
And once again, these are just 69 facts that only you'll only appreciate if you're as immature as I am. How about this one? Where'd it go? Next time you're watching Jurassic Park, remember the raptor noises were recorded by recording tortoises having orgasms.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Being a sound guy or person, whatever, it's got to be a weird gig.
You got to go for it.
I mean, because it's like the stories you hear about, how they just get, different sounds and layer stuff on top of each other, do all this stuff to make it work. I mean, how do you even think of, what would make a good T-Rex sound? Let's get some turtles having sex.
That's some YouTubing. Someone YouTube.
I don't think it was YouTube
stuff
back then.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was something.
That's somebody with a fetish somewhere that went, I'm going to use that eventually. That's going to come in handy later on in my career.
How much time we got? 2 minutes?
We got 2 minutes.
Play the shortest songs coming out of break, man.
Yeah, I guess that. This one's just over 3. It's a minute longer than the song yesterday.
I'm going to share the show around for 2 plates.
All right, we got Kotter versus Marshall coming up today, too. Going to do something a little bit different. Instead of a would-you-rather type topic to where we flip a coin, one of us picks a topic, we're basically going to debate our favorite bands. I'm going to side with Rush. Marshall's going to side with Nine Inch Nails. We're going to plead our case, and you guys will decide who wins this argument and basically crowning which of the two bands is the best. So it should be fun. This could be the most personal Kotter versus Marshall gets yet, just because of our emotional tie to each band. So that should be fun. It looks like Twitch is working, so that's a plus.
Yeah, it was just yesterday with everything going on with the worldwide outage via the server farm. Yeah, everything's back up and running.
That's a plus. That's good. Gibby's there. Good morning, Gibby. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Appreciate that as always. Of course, yesterday was Mac's birthday. She was not in studio at all while we were here, so we'll wish her a happy birthday today when she's in studio at 9 o'clock for Chicks on Dudes.
She came in conveniently the moment we ended the stream, so
yeah.
I think she was watching the stream because we were talking about serenading her.
Yes.
And, she refused that moment.
Gibby, basically you're deciding which person wins our argument, thus kind of selecting, I guess, which band is the best. But yeah, you're going more with the argument than with the band. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Kotter and Marshall show time for About Last Night. UFC president Dana White is not one to keep his opinions to himself. He likes to talk, tweet, and everything else. Well, he was not a fan of the event on Sunday featuring Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. During a recent interview, he said, that wasn't an effing boxing match. Like I said before, there's always going to be a market for that kind of stuff. There's always going to be people that are willing to put down $50 to watch that kind of stuff. That's so far off from what we do.
Well, he's not wrong.
No, 100% agree.
I mean, essentially, anyone who bought the Paul Mayweather fight on Sunday, they bought a freak show. That's what they bought, and what they saw was two guys hugging each other for 24 minutes, who threw maybe a total of like 30 punches. Yeah, I mean, Dana White in this one instance, and he's wrong a lot. God, this guy, once again, you weren't wrong. He talks too much.
Yeah,
he's not wrong here.
No, I agree with this. And the interview was asking him kind of like, with the amount of money they made on Sunday and the spectacle and everybody watching, is this, kind of something you think you're missing out on? And he's like, think about this. Imagine if Kim Kardashian wanted to fight Amanda Nunes. How big do you think that fight would be? It would be big. It would be the biggest event, but give me an effing break.
Yeah, what he's stating is he doesn't, I mean, that's, celebrity boxing's not a sport. Obviously,
no.
We all know that. It's like I said, it's a freak show. So no, he's not wrong here. Now, apparently Dana White is working on creating a boxing league.
Okay.
Outside of the UFC. I think it doesn't officially have a name, or he was working on a name prior to the pandemic as he wanted to launch it. I think actually this year he wanted to create and develop it in 2020 and then launch it in 2021. Now that's obviously been put on hold because of what happened last year, but I think Dana White may try to build an actual boxing league that is well known, that is like the top tier of sports leagues, so he can push that forward and curate that as well, as long as he does as long with the UFC that he does as well. So yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. Celebrity fighting is interesting, to a point, but when it was as bad as it was this past Sunday, I mean, I get and somehow agree with what he's saying here.
Now, I mean, if they would start a boxing league, and I'm not necessarily connected with the UFC, but in tandem with the UFC, I think it could be the biggest thing for boxing in years, because it would get a lot of eyes on it. I mean, MMA and UFC surpass boxing when it comes to combat sports. So, I mean, if you can get eyes on it this way, because, I mean, I'm not a boxing guy. So, outside of Tyson Fury, I don't know if I can give you a name of somebody who's a boxer.
Also, is there a boxing league? Like, there's Major League Baseball. I mean, is there Major League Boxing?
Yeah, there's different. There's like the WBC, and there's like because there's Mike Tyson was the unified champion. He was like 3 different
and that's why
groups,
and that's why boxing's so confusing.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I am caveman brain. I've said this over and over. Give me the one thing. Someone needs to. They all need to get together and become one thing, or there needs to be someone that comes from the outside and just comes over and dominates all of it. That's why Dana White probably has a great idea here. Someone needs to create Major League Boxing. They need to create that one thing that I'm like, oh, that's where I go see boxing. That's it. I'm dumb. I need to have that one thing.
All right, coming up next, we got a story about death by eye drops. Weird stuff. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Coffee.
Yeah, TA, I agree with you there. But Mayweather... he's been retired for a while, and he essentially said he just does celebrity boxing fights to get paid still. So, yeah, I'm done talking about Floyd Mayweather and his crazy shit and, all the other celebrity boxing stuff. Like, let's get past it. And like I said, let's create a real boxing league. Like, let's do that. That sounds a lot cooler to me. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on this beautiful, beautiful 69 day. Nice. Coming up next, we're going to talk, like Kotter said, about a eye drop murder. This one's really interesting, coming out of Wisconsin, of all places. Then we'll actually talk some Loki. Loki, is the Twitch chat working? Yes, it is, Charles. It 100% is. Yeah, yesterday was just that weird day, man. I mean, we had, there was the servers down across the world because of some sort of hack or something. Kotter's back. And it just hit Twitch, oddly enough, so... It's back. Can we just get Conor McGregor versus George St. Pierre, please? That would be something, wouldn't it? I don't think we're ever getting it. I think George St. Pierre is officially retired.
All right. Today is Wednesday, so top 5s today, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Started working on mine. So there's that. I'm guessing A-Dub will be here today since he was out yesterday.
Yeah, I got a ton of stuff done yesterday, including something for Mac, a project that Aaron and I have been working on. It's done. It's on his desk. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think I do.
And I can't share it because Mac could possibly be on the stream. So
yeah,
I
don't want to ruin it.
Can't share it, but it's ready. It's done.
I guess could we reveal it on the stream when she's here in studio?
I think so, as long as A-Dub's cool with that.
Okay, that could be fun.
So Mac is going to come on tomorrow with us, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So Mac, we're not TikTok guys. We're too damn old. We don't care. Also, TikTok apparently is stealing your fingerprint and your Face ID. I
didn't know the fingerprint and Face ID. Oh, wow.
Apparently that's a new condition or whatever. So yeah, just so you know, TikTok stealing everything from you. Oddly more than other social medias, which is hard to believe. But anyway. She saw a challenge that Lizzo made famous last week where she tried mustard on watermelon. So I'm putting you in charge of buying the mustard and watermelon. Apparently, Mac is going to be trying that challenge on the air. I don't know why. She just mentioned it to us. We're like, yeah.
We'll make it happen.
If anything, it'll like be a weird fetish thing for our listeners to watch. Get some extra viewers on the stream because of it. But yeah, Mac's going to come in. She's going to do that challenge. And then we have to talk to her about how do we reveal Mac's age? Are we supposed to reveal Mac's age?
I don't know how old she is.
I know how old she is.
Oh, do you?
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess. I'm not getting myself into that.
Mac just turned 29.
Okay, good. I think
29.
I was going to say under 30. So.
Yeah, so Mac is now 29 years old.
Okay.
She's single, and she just created her dog an Instagram account. So we have to talk to Mac about that. We'll do that tomorrow. We're not going to bring that up today.
You said 49 and single, right?
She's 29 and single.
Okay.
Y'all have a great show. Miss listening to y'all in Savannah. Go White Sox. There you go, man. There you go. But anyway, we'll have Mac in today and tomorrow. Today she'll be doing Chicks on Dudes. Got 3 great questions for her. And then on tomorrow, 8 a.m., we'll have her come on and then try a stupid challenge. I think she's inspired by us when we do stupid like heat challenges and stuff. I think that's why she was so willing to come forth and try this challenge out with for us.
She doesn't want to go like, full 9 and do something crazy hot. So she'll do something mildly disgusting.
I think she's fairly interested in trying a hot challenge eventually.
Okay.
She's just not emotionally ready yet for it.
Nobody ever is, man.
No.
I think the sunflowers, once we do that, maybe in the fall, would be a perfect way for her to dip her toe into the hot challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I showed Mac the solar flares. So this is the Death Nut Challenge, but it's just with sunflower seeds. It's not as hot. It doesn't have like the 16 million Scoville unit like final death nut. But there is definitely 5 levels of crazy heat to it. I showed that to her, and she didn't hate the idea.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. She just posted this, or she posted this last night. Thanks to everyone who took time to post, call, and text me on my birthday. Spent the day doing what I love most, working and a glorious nap. Not kidding. Here's to the last year of my 20s.
There you go. Cool. So she kind of laid it out on social media, so I don't have to feel bad for saying that Mac is 29 years old, lives in an apartment by herself, and is dating no one with a tiny dog. Those aren't negatives.
No, not at all.
I didn't try to frame them that way. So today is obviously 69 day. Nice.
It is.
So you want a fact? You want a joke?
I'm interested in these facts. So give me a fact first.
Okay. How about this? Once again, these are facts that only people with the mentality who laugh every time they hear the number 69 will enjoy. How about this? There are professional fart smellers out there who try to diagnose health issues based on the scent of your gas.
How does one learn that skill? I mean, is it just like, people that can just sit down at a piano and play? Or do these people that sit down, take a whiff, and go, oh, this isn't good, guys?
Ooh, a study released in 1969 showed that if astronauts fart too much while in space, it could actually start a fire because of the methane gas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully they're holding it in.
Chewing gum makes you fart more because you end up swallowing a lot of air.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's just science.
That's just science, guys. Once again, I just got some. I got 69 facts that you only appreciate if you're as immature as me, and then I've got some 69 jokes. Let's bust out a joke. You got time?
Yeah. I think we got 2.5 minutes.
Let's do. We'll do a filthy one, semi-filthy one. Was fighting with the wife over the thermostat. She wanted it at 72 degrees. I wanted it at 66 degrees. We settled on 69. Not sure either of us are ultimately satisfied. Stupid.
Yeah. We got about 2 minutes.
Hey, why can Miss Piggy only count to 68?
Oh, dear Lord. Why?
Because when she gets to 69, she has a frog in her throat. You get it? That one's for the kids.
I like that.
Good morning, Tony. Good morning. How are you?
Hey,
Happy
Tony.
69 day. Charles. Oh, look, Charles dropping on his top 5 already. He must be busy today.
Oh.
Top 5. 1, work. Find words that rhyme with moist. 3, find words that rhyme with girthy. 4, find words that rhyme with yeast. Was that one of the words?
It might have been.
Number 5, try to weed down some paperwork on the desk. Nice. Morning, Gibby. How are you, buddy?
All right, got about 1 minute left. Coming up, story number 2, death by eye drops, kind of.
%69 of people find something sexual in this sentence, and the remaining 31% have had enough of effing 69 jokes for one day.
Fact and a joke.
You're welcome. Hey, what's the square root of 69?
What?
8 something. Hey, what comes after 69?
What?
Mouthwash.
Oh, dear Lord.
Morning, Jeremy. What's going on, buddy? It's 69 days, so I'm just telling a bunch of really bad 69 jokes I found online.
Good morning, Jeremy. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Story number 2 about last night. A Milwaukee area woman, Jessie Kurzewski, is accused of poisoning her friend with eye drops and has been charged with homicide and felony theft. Now, prosecutors allege Jessie killed this unnamed woman back in 2018 with a fatal dose of tetrahydrozoline, the main ingredient in eye drops. Now, initially the death was ruled a drug overdose, but later said it was a staged look that way, and authorities thought it'd be difficult to get that fatal dose of the tetrahydrozoline through the eyes, and it wasn't clear how the victim ingested all of this toxin. This is just a weird story.
Yeah, this is really interesting. So Kurkowski, or Jessie, we'll just call her, told investigators that she was caring for the victim, who she said had an obsession with eye drops. The victim would be 65 if she was still alive, but Jessie kind of lined it up for when the victim passed away. Apparently, I'm guessing she just drank a bunch of eye drops.
I mean, she did talk about how she brought her friend a bottle of water loaded with 6 bottles worth of Visine.
Oh, my gosh. Well, the death was initially thought to be a drug overdose, but prosecutors later said it was staged to look that way, including crushed medication on the victim's chest and a plate nearby, like she was like snorting it.
I don't know. It's so weird. Now, Jessie, initially kind of, I guess, went with the suicide story, went with the overdose story, and then later changed her claims that she helped the victim commit suicide after she learned the investigators didn't believe the death by overdose story.
I think there's better ways to go than drinking a bunch of eye drops, though.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
No, I 100% agree. You think it'd be a much easier way to do it. Now, whether she actually helped her commit suicide or not is kind of the question, because there is money involved, and a private or a probate case is trying to get Jessie removed as this lady's beneficiary. And prosecutors say more than $130,000 already has been transferred from the victim to Jessie fraudulently by check.
Whoops. Who would have saw that coming?
Right? So surprising. I don't know. I mean, this whole thing is just weird. I mean, I don't buy the helping the person commit suicide thing.
No.
Because there's all the money involved. And I agree with you. I mean, if you had to go out and you're like, all right, thank you, you're going to help me do this. I'm, in bad health, whatever the case is. I'm not drinking Visine, man. Give me something that's just going to get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, you think there's tons of ways, obviously. I would jump off a very tall building.
Really?
A very tall building. You wouldn't feel anything.
Yeah, I guess.
You'd be like, turn the lights off. Click.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If
You'd
something
fly.
like that could go.
Flying's pretty cool.
Would you fly?
Hell yeah.
You're just falling fast. I don't know. I mean, would you get to a point in your life where things aren't good health-wise, and you're like, man, I don't want to live out the remaining years in this sort of condition?
Mm-hmm.
Would you want somebody to help end it? Would you want to end it and just be done?
Yeah, I would consider it, depending on how bad my condition was.
Right.
My dad always told me, he's like, look, if it gets real bad, drive me out to the forest, give me a gun, and drive away. I'm like, Dad, I'd shoot you.
Oh, come on.
And I thought that's such a great thing for a son to say. Hey, I love you so much, I'll shoot you.
I guess.
Yeah,
yes.
right?
I guess
That's
that would
love.
be.
That's
that would
love right
be
there.
So much love.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we got to talk Loki, the latest TV show from the MCU, dropped today on Disney Plus. Majority of the reviews really good. We got that story coming up next. Here's Godsmack and Bulletproof, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Coffee.
I read that 6 out of the 9 reviews were positive. Nice, right?
Nice.
All right, guys. Cutter's going to get his coffee. He does every morning. Charles, thanks for dropping your top 5 early, buddy. Appreciate that. Glad to see the day's getting off to a good start for you. There we go. All right, guys, so coming up next, going to talk about Loki and the mostly positive reviews the show's getting. The first episode is currently up on Disney Plus. If you're looking to find something to watch later on tonight, that is there for you. It's kind of weird because Disney Plus has only been doing like the Friday drops when it comes to like new series and shows. But for Loki, they decided to do Wednesday, which actually I kind of appreciate.
All right, got about a minute and a half left.
Let's do a fact that only people who giggle when they hear 69 would appreciate.
That's us.
How about male walruses sometimes perform oral sex on themselves? I have a YouTube video if you guys want to see it.
No, I'm good. Drop that in the chat.
Oh, I could drop it in the chat.
Good for them, I guess.
Yep, I know.
Maybe it's ironic right now, but I have 69 unread messages
Nice.
in my work email.
Oh, hold on. I got 51. All right, it's not as good as you. Walrus porn.
Hey, man, there's somebody somewhere going, I'll check that out. I'm into that.
Oh, once again, here's another like random animal fact that only people who giggle when they hear 69 would appreciate.
Right?
Alligators spend their entire life with an erection. It never goes down.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Koala bears can give you chlamydia just by peeing on you. Also, fun fact. You're welcome. Don't worry, I have a ton more of these.
Oh, this is awesome. All right, we'll be right back, guys. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Story number 3 about last night. Loki, latest TV show in the MCU, dropped today on Disney+. The reviews so far have been pretty damn good. C-Nut.
What?
69.
John C-Nut?
Yeah, John C-Nut. C-Net reviewer said, as a reviewer, you may have a free will, but you may also find you absolutely have no choice but to keep watching this layered, innovative, and enormously entertaining series. So, I mean, I think this is sounding really, really good.
Yeah, so reporters got their hands on the first 2 episodes. The first episode of Loki released just a few hours ago on Disney+. Make sure to check that out over the next few days. And yeah, overall, it seems like this thing is getting stellar reviews. Owen Wilson's in this series, which
I forgot about that.
But there is not so great reviews as well. Now, this one is coming from, let's see, someone, I forget where, it doesn't quite say. It says the MCU is fatalistic, and Loki's purpose is to introduce the TVA, the multiverse of madness, or whatever glorious purpose Marvel needs. At least this is how it feels when you spend all of your time playing with straws.
Wow.
Not the worst review, but still, I mean, someone has to be crappy about the show. It can't all be positive.
IndieWire said the series is exhausting and far less fun than it has every right to be.
That sounds like an old person who doesn't quite understand the funness apparently of this new series. Apparently, it kind of dives all over the place, hitting multiple locations, not just set in like one room.
Now, WandaVision I loved. We're going back and rewatching that now. Still good. Stands up the second time through. I haven't finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet. I don't think I will.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I just didn't care. I didn't. I agree with you. Some of the backstory was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
I thought the camaraderie between the two was fun. I thought the Winter Soldier's story, kind of individual, maybe backstory stuff, was way more entertaining than Falcon's. I don't know. I didn't care about that one as much. This one, though, I love the character Loki. I love the fact that they can do kind of whatever, because you got a bit of his backstory with Thor and how it ties to all of that, but you don't know necessarily a lot about the character. So, I mean, they've really just got a blank slate to do whatever they want.
Yeah, and I just love that Loki's he's a straight up jerk. He's a straight up jerk who could sometimes do something good, but most of the time he's a jerk. And I find that incredibly appealing because it's mostly who I am. So yeah, I can't wait. Loki Wednesdays. I think there's 6.
I think it's 6
episode. Yeah. So first one out today on Disney Plus, and we get Loki Wednesdays for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Coming up next, we got to talk concerts. We've been saying it for a while now. 2021 could be the best year for shows in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in about a decade. No joke. So we got a list of shows that are coming to the area, and we'll tell you what's going down next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Speaking of, we have another show that's most likely going to get announced. My guess is next week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yesterday it was announced. I mean, we'll get into it further, but yesterday it was announced that we have Migo the Devil, who's going to be part of Welcome to Rockville this year. Announced a couple weeks ago, Pop Evil, and announced yesterday as well, POD. But there is another show that hopefully will be coming up here in the next few weeks. Chris goes, I ended up liking Falcon and Winter Soldier more than WandaVision. Stoked
Really?
for Loki.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple things I didn't like about Falcon Winter Soldier. I felt the episodes were a bit too long. It could have been cut a little bit. And honestly, I find the Winter Soldier character more intriguing than Sam Wilson. Falcon, I just always thought he was a great two-man to Captain America. And now that he's not there, now that he is, spoiler alert, Captain America. I don't know. I just don't much care for, I don't know, this iteration of the character.
Yeah.
And maybe he just needs something to do. And I mean, they're going to do a movie cool with them, but I don't know. I guess I'm a classic purist when it comes to my Captain America, like Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I get that. Charles, it definitely picks up. I was underwhelmed with the first couple episodes, but as it dives into, as you get more away from the Wanda and Vision, and you get the bigger picture stuff, to me, that's where WandaVision really, really gets cool.
Yeah, the first episode is a bit of a slog, but it's a slow steamroll, and that series does pick up. Well worth your time, Charles. Morning, Thomas. What's going on, buddy? Thomas, please let everyone know that I called you yesterday, talked to you personally on the phone.
I can verify. I was in the other room. I heard it.
They were definitely longer. They rewrote the plot halfway through the week. Let's do this. Or sorry, I read both there. Because of the pandemic, and it shows. Yeah. The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Honestly, if they do a second series of that for some reason, please, for the love of God, let Winter Soldier be the main focus of it. He's just, for me, so much more interesting. What up, Sean? Back to our Horny for Smoked Wheats Twitch page today. I love it. Morning, Horde. Morning, boys. Happy hump day. Halfway through the week. Let's do this ish. I know, man. We were spoiled with last week. We only had to do 4 shows. I almost felt like this was Thursday when I woke up today and walked in over to my car. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
All right, today is also 69 day. No big deal. And if my computer, can work with me here, let's do a 69 joke, Cotter.
I do it.
All right, here we go. World War 69 will be the war that make our ends meet. Get it?
That's so. Oh, dear Lord.
Once again, today is June 9th, so it's 69 day, Rob Gronkowski's favorite day, without a doubt. How about this one, Cotter? What's the max speed of sex?
69?
68, because when you hit 69, you have to turn around.
Okay.
All right, let's throw in one more random 69 fact. These are mostly facts for people who giggle at the number 69, and then we'll stop for a little bit. How about this? Ooh. Ooh. How about, let's go with number 33 here. Sloths only poop about once a week. They can lose up to a third of their body weight from a single crap, and it's often compared to the act of giving birth.
Jeez.
Right.
God damn.
Which oddly is what Aaron does every day when he comes to work.
He definitely gives birth.
So Aaron is part sloth.
But they said they only do it once a week, though, right? He does it once a day.
About once a week. Well, I mean, he's a man. He's a human, so he's only part sloth. Sean, I think my favorite part about the first joke was, get it? Shut up. All right, man. This is my filler between breaks today. Sorry, guys.
You're going to get so much more of this.
This is the content today. All right, once again, Cotter mentioned it. We're going to talk about all the concerts coming into town, coming out of town, coming close to our towns. This is pretty exciting stuff. We have 3 shows coming to Victory North. We obviously have our show at Trustee's Garden. Shinedown's coming around to apparently a dilapidated baseball stadium in Disgusta, Georgia, according to Charles. So pretty excited about that as well.
It's South Carolina, right?
Yeah, it is on the it's right there on the border. So it's on the South Carolina side.
Oh, okay.
Because there's the river that goes along the state line there. Is it the Savannah River? I think it's actually called the Savannah River. Maybe it's not. Or St. John's River. I don't remember.
All right, we got about 3.5 minutes. Evanescence, Better Without You.
This is their latest song off their new album.
Yes, sir.
This is, The Bitter Pill or something to the effect of that.
They're hitting the road with Hailstorm.
All right, guys, we're going to need top fives today. So just a quick heads up. Top fives, we're going to do that at 8 o'clock. So as soon as we get done with Kotter versus Marshall, I want you guys to start dropping in your top fives for the day. Chris, if you're still watching, I'm guessing you're still unemployed. You got time. You got time. Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out and get you set up with your top five today. I don't think we've ever seen a top five from Chris before, actually. So I expect you, even if you have to jump out for a minute, I expect you to be back by 8 o'clock with a top five. Someone's got to put you to work. It is the Savannah River. The Savannah River that goes right along the state line there in Augusta. SRP Park is literally on the other side. Funny enough, right next to SRP Park, Southbound Smokehouse.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah, work on that top five for me. Make sure it's good this week, dude. Throw in some real stuff. Not that you don't, but you have. Did you ever get any word on the corn proposal I sent to you?
I have not yet. I'll hit him up. I'll remind him.
Yeah. Because Jeremy's going to kill us if we don't give him tickets.
Yeah. No,
Jeremy's essentially said that he'll murder us if we don't give him corn tickets.
Yeah, I'll reach out to the guy.
Tony said, she has been known as the beast from the east for the rise of her yeast, but today we rejoice over her moist peach pies. She serves slices with girth that is out of this earth.
Jesus.
Oof, hey. That's Charles's job, Tony.
Gimmick infringement.
Wow. Gimmick infringement. Gimmick police. Wee woo, wee woo. Like how she immediately goes, Charles, can you work with that? Because she know what she did.
They're
know what you did.
Collaborating on poetry now.
Screw it. Let's do one more 69 joke.
Oh, we got time. We got a minute left.
I got 69 out of 75 on my exam. I was expecting nice comments, but I only got nice comments. I don't know what that means. Sorry. I'm just reading jokes, okay? Screw you guys. My dad told me it was 69 degrees outside. I told him it was a nice temperature. All right, they're not all winners, guys.
It's
okay?
all right. It's all right. All right, guys. Be right back. Thanks for hanging out, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Be sure to join the horde and get on the stream. You can watch the show each and every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Also, share everything around so everybody knows what's going on every morning here in Rock 1061. Now, we've been saying it for a while now. I think 2021, legitly, I'm not just saying it to say it. I believe this. 2021 could be the best year for concerts here in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in well over a decade. When I first got here, there's the Shoreline Ballroom. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of shows over in Hilton Head. We had Livewire going on. And then all of that went away, and we hit an epic dry spell of concerts. And I think now we're going to have a really nice run.
Nice. I agree. Yeah, so just yesterday we announced 2 more shows. So on November 8th, happens to be my birthday, no big deal, Amigo the Devil is coming now. He's going to be a part of Welcome to Rockville. He's one of the smaller bands that's opening. But if you get a chance, Google Amigo the Devil. He's like, do you know Chris Stapleton, like on the countryside? Yeah. He is like the weird, eclectic rock Chris Stapleton.
That's fair,
He's a very interesting character. So he's going to be coming on Monday, November 8th. And then the big announcement yesterday with that second show, POD is going to be coming September 22nd. And don't worry, we're going to have tickets for all these shows coming up here in the next few weeks. So those were the 2 big shows that we revealed just yesterday.
And along with POD, From Ashes to New, All Good Things, and Sleep Signal. So that's going to be just a stupid show. That's going to be fun. Then, of course, Shinedown in North Augusta. That goes down October 7th with Candlebox and 0936. Pop Evil, along with 0936 and Broken Love. They're going to be at Victory North in September, or August, I'm sorry. And then it all kicks off in less than a month, July 3rd, at Victory
Trustees Gardens.
Yep, sorry.
Definitely.
So much Victory North.
Well, we're going to have a victory that day because we'll be celebrating because music is back.
The Trustees Garden teaming up with the Connect Savannah, of course, Puddle of Mud. We've got Filter Sponge and 2 great local bands in Lilac and Whaleboat. So it all starts there.
So are you saying we're starting the comeback of concerts?
We are.
Is it us?
It is us.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm taking all the credit for all of this, all at the 20th anniversary show.
I love it. So that's Saturday, July 3rd, Trustees Gardens. We're so excited for it. If you know where the Pirate House is, right there on Broad Street, it's right behind it. It's that amphitheater right behind it. We're excited to finally bring back live music to you guys. Tickets are available right now. Go buy them.
So you can get those tickets at etix.com, also rock1061.com. And the best news is there could be more shows coming. So, I mean, we're not even done yet.
I'm telling you straight up, I think there's going to be another show announcement next week.
That's amazing.
I wrote the proposal yesterday. It's locked and loaded. I'm just waiting for them to give me the thumbs up, and I'm ready to announce another show for you guys to go check out. And honestly, I think you'll like this one too.
I love this. Live music back in the Low Country and Coastal Empire. Coming up top of the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to take your calls, comments, and text. 800-394-1061. Want you to tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. We've all had some epic bad ones. We want those stories today. So call, comment, and text. 800-394-1061. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Jeremy, if you were mentioning me when it was Stain tickets, it would be amazing to see. Actually, Stain's on that show. It's Stain and Korn, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. The headliner was Korn. Yes, Stain. Jeremy will kill us if we don't give him Stain tickets, is what I was trying to say. Oh, POD's on your birthday. Nice.
All right, we got a call. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Tom.
Tom, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just thought I'd share my worst childhood vacation.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear it. What you got?
It was a splendid trip to Disney World.
Okay.
Where I ended up throwing up all over or right after It's a Small World, and I spent the whole day in the infirmary with the flu.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, I mean, the Small World, not the wildest of rides, but having the flu, I guess, makes way more sense. Though the ride itself can be vomit-inducing.
Oh, wait, Small World's the one that's like the teacup one, right?
No.
No?
No.
Which one's Small World?
It's just a little ride that you travel in the boat and you watch the little mechanical thing spin. That's about it.
Wait, where did you puke at? Like in the water?
No, after the ride on the sidewalk, right after we got off.
How is the Walt Disney World Infirmary?
It's very plain and sterile.
Okay.
Not a very happy place.
Yeah, what the hell, Disney? You know what? Disney never gives us tickets. You know what? Screw you, Disney. Get your infirmary up to date.
Right.
Awesome, Tom. Well, thank you for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
See you guys. See you, guy.
I bet Disney's so on top of things, and I should ask this. I mean, it's like when he puked, I bet it was cleaned up in under a minute.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I bet they were on it.
So when I was in Disney, California, I forget what I was doing. I was in the California Adventures Park.
Okay.
And I was standing in line to go on some ride. I forget which ride. And some kid came off the ride and was like, bleh. And I was like, well, that's awesome. I'm like 30 feet away from it. So I saw it happen. I'm like, that ride looks awesome. And like, it seriously was like a phone call, like a little, someone puked. And like within 2 minutes, someone came in like, you know, like the dustpan.
Yeah.
Someone came over with a dustpan and like, they sprayed it with this foam that hardened it. Yeah. Yeah, so they have like a...
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so like it doesn't stay... They're not trying to like mop up liquid.
Yeah.
They spray it with like the puke with a foam that turns it into like a hard piece. It takes like less than 30 seconds to turn like more solid.
Right.
And they like put it in this dust broom thing, and then they put it in like this little garbage can they pull with them, and then it's gone. And then they like put like some blue spray down, and they were gone like a fart in the wind, Cotter. Yeah, crazy.
I mean, stuff like that, Disney's got down, man. They've got that down. I don't think I've ever puked at an amusement park anywhere. I've felt sick a few times on some rides, that just the spinning rides, but I don't think I've ever actually puked at an amusement park.
I think I got a concussion once from a park. I think that's it.
Okay.
Well, a very light one. It was the Green Lantern ride in was it Six? It was Six Flags, California.
Okay.
That was the stand-up one where like they have the two pads on the side, and my head just like, apparently I had no neck stability at that point, and like my head kept hitting on every single turn. I felt like I literally had to sit down afterwards because I felt like I was going to throw up.
Jeez.
But I've never thrown up at an amusement park due to a ride.
Okay.
Due to alcohol? Maybe. Yeah, Dave says, not only award-winning morning show, but pioneering bringing back concerts. That's right. It's really just a test.
Yes.
Especially, I mean, more of a large scale thing. I mean, there's not too many shows. I mean, there's a lot of shows that are bringing in, you know, a few hundred people.
Yeah.
Sporting events are mostly back to larger scale, but this is one of the first concerts that I know of that is bringing in more of a large scale feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think people, I think the attitude and mood toward masks and everything has changed drastically, I will say, in a month to 2 months. Because I think when we first started talking about doing the show, there was still concern, will people be ready by July 3rd to go to an event like this without a mask?
Yeah.
I mean, and my wife, I mean, she wore a mask everywhere. I mean, she was on it at all times. Now it's just like, oh, I'm vaccinated. All right, cool, I'm good. You know, so it's like, I think a lot of people within the last month have just gone, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, after a year and a half of this, I think we're all we're over it, and especially if you've gone to the extra step, you've gotten vaccinated. You know, if you don't get vaccinated, that's your own personal choice. I understand it. I respect it. Do I think you should be vaccinated? Yes. I think it's a good thing. But I understand people have issues with it. But I mean, I'm excited for the show. I'm excited that we get to go there and not have to wear a mask on stage and do a stage announcements and stuff and jump out. But it's going to be fun that day, Saturday, July 3rd. Once again, buy your tickets to the 20th anniversary show now. Rock1061.com.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to wear a mask. It'd be really hard to chug a beer wearing a mask.
We'll just cut out. We can make a little slit for you. Put a straw in there for you. Thomas says he saw Stain and Corn in 1998, the Greensboro, North Carolina. Jesus.
Damn.
Was that part of the Family Values tour? That may have been one of the last years of the Family Values tour. Remember that tour?
Yeah.
Went on for like 3 years in a row. It was like Biscuit, and it was like all new metal.
Yes.
Korn, System of a Down was on it one year. I think I went to one of those.
Okay, nice.
Tony dropping in the top 5 early. Interview on a potential employee.
Good luck.
See, that's interesting. How do you interview? So Tony's our friend who runs a massage studio. Is that what you call it?
Sure. Not a parlor.
Yeah, definitely not a parlor. A massage studio. How do you like rub my shoulders? How does that work?
That's a good question. I mean, because you got to know they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, anyone could bring in a fake certificate like I'm a massage therapist. I'm just saying. All right, guys, go ahead and drop in your childhood stories. So once again, your childhood stories of terrible vacations. I was poor growing up, so I actually didn't go on many vacations, unlike you, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, no. So we did not have a lot of money growing up, but that was one thing we always did. We always took a vacation. So I think that with my bad vacation story, I think it was years of not having money, yet doing these vacations anyway. And we would go for 2 weeks. My dad would take 2 weeks off of work. A week would be spent in like Daytona and Disney. And then my aunt and uncle lived in Naples. So we'd go down to Naples and spend a week there. But I think this this vacation, everything just went to hell quickly. And it was I had to have been in junior high, and it's when I first realized my parents should not be married. They just should not be married. And I, solidified those thoughts as I got older, but still, I think this was that moment I first realized it.
Tom said he dropped the story on Facebook. Do you have those?
Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, there were a couple.
Let's see. There is a practium if they make it through the verbal interview.
Okay, so
Practum?
they do the massage.
Sure. Elaine, I was poor too, never went. Feel ya. We did. I think we went on one. But we went and visited relatives, and then on the way back, we stopped by. I think it was the Merrimack Caverns.
Oh yeah.
So it was like
Caverns.
it's in Missouri.
Yep.
So like it's got all like the stalagmites or stalactites or I don't know, one of them. Obviously, I learned a lot. But I was super young. I was like 10 years old. Outside of that, we never went on vacation ever.
I was gonna say we did. So we did. Florida most times. Every now and then. I mean, we went to Great America a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
We did some. I guess some of those trips were Cub Scouts related because we do like a trip to the St. Louis Zoo every year with Cub Scouts, or up to the museums in Chicago with Cub Scouts. So,
Practatum, sure. Oh, where I'm getting past that, guys. More importantly, tell us your bad childhood vacation stories. Let's jump into that. Andrew, good morning. Wanda, good morning. Nice to have you. Thanks for hanging. Once again, go ahead and drop in your bad childhood vacation stories into the chat. Feel free to call us as well. We'll take your calls. We still have, I don't know,
we got about
minutes.
4 minutes before we hit the first break. So, yeah, if you want to call in with a story, please do so. Love that.
And don't worry, guys. I saved your top fives. I put them on a thing I can access that we'll talk about once we get around 8 o'clock this morning. So thanks for dropping in your top fives early. But once again, go ahead and drop in your bad childhood vacations. Where'd you go? Tell us about it. David said, got some serious changes coming in my family to include moving. Happy, serious workshop with every tool you could possibly think of with a pressure washer. Oh, I like that. Charles, when Tony interviews a prospective employee, is there a casting couch process? Quite possibly.
All right, into the top of the hour, so we got under 4 minutes. Oh, got a call. Rock 1061, who's this?
Good morning, it's Tony.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so worst vacation when I was younger, my parents were split up, and we lived in Arizona at the time, and I went to go visit my dad in Illinois. And it was always a big deal because, my family would get together, and we would go places. I'd get to go see things that I didn't normally get to see, go to stores that you didn't get to go. And so 3 days into the vacation, I start to kind of feel ill. I'm 7, 8 years old, so Everything's exciting to me. Everywhere you go, I get to go to the park, get to go to see cousins, everything else like that. 3 days in, I start to feel ill, but I'm like, okay, I'm all right. It's not a big deal. So 4th day comes in, and I'm like, all right, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell anybody because my aunt tells me that if I'm really good, I get to go to Toys R Us, which was a huge deal because we lived in small towns.
Right.
And I could pick out any toy I wanted. So no way in hell am I going to admit that I'm sick and can't go because I'm not ruining that. There's no way I'm ruining that. So days go by. I get to go to Toys R Us. I get that. Get on the plane. Go back to Arizona. I have to make up schoolwork because I missed 6 days of school. I'm sitting there doing schoolwork with my mother, and I can't hold it anymore. And I'm vomiting everywhere. It's disgusting. I'm running a temperature of 104.
Oh.
My mom is freaking out. She doesn't know what's going on. End up in the emergency room and ended up taking another week and a half off because I was hospitalized for mono.
Damn. Oh. All because of Toys R Us.
All because of Toys R Us.
Wait, how old were you again?
I was 7.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So worst family vacation ever.
Most importantly, do you remember what toy you got from Toys R Us?
Oh.
Yeah, no. Kissing cousins? No, anyways. That's what it used to be called. And then the worst part is when I finally get released from the hospital, what pissed me off the most was it was chocolate cake day and I wasn't getting chocolate cake.
Oh, I'd be pissed off too.
Can't
I'd be
miss
so
out on-
mad. Big mad.
Missing out on cake day, young in life.
I mean, I got to eat Jell-O the entire time, and I finally get chocolate cake, and they release me. It's messed up, man. Messed up.
Well, thanks for calling in,
Y'all
Tony.
have
We
a great
appreciate
day.
it. All right, thanks. See ya.
Bye.
Let's see. I've got 3 stories. Andrew, and Elaine. Thank you so much for dropping in your stories. Tony, thank you for that call. So how do you want to work number 1? Let's go ahead and do you. I'll go to 2 stream comments, and then you go and you wrap it up with a Facebook. How about that?
That sounds good.
And we'll come back. We'll do a phone call. We'll save a phone call for the 3rd as well, unless you want to do both the phone calls back to back.
No, I think we could do them second and third.
Okay. So you'll have some phone editing to do on a. You may want to switch out that song because it's only 2 minutes long.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm on top of it this morning. Get your shit together.
There we go. All the time in the world now.
Perfect. All right. So, Andrew, thank you so much. Once again, guys, feel free to drop in your stories about your worst childhood vacations. We're going to talk about it here in like 10 seconds.
All right,
Here we go.
Be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. You can hop on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This hour, we're taking your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. So growing up, we didn't have all kinds of money, but we always took a family vacation, and it was typically to Florida. My dad would take 2 weeks off work. We'd do 1 week like Daytona, St. Augustine, maybe Disney. Second week, we'd go to Naples.
How did you not have any money, but you guys went on 2-week-long vacations to Florida every year?
They would always.
Did your parents sell drugs?
And they might. They would always do the timeshare presentations to get free tickets to Disney. So my dad hated those. Every year, they'd hit up the timeshare presentation. You sit through them browbeating you for like 2 hours,
right?
And then you get free tickets to Disney. So that's how we always got our tickets to Disney.
Oh, okay.
And then a week of that was spent with my aunt and uncle at their house. So I mean, it wasn't like we were spending any money on hotel or anything.
There was some
like
drug money in there.
Well, that's another story for another day. But there was one vacation. I had to have been in maybe junior high. We're in Daytona, and you could just tell things were tense between my parents. And at this time, I didn't know that they had issues, but I think this is the trip that kind of opened my eyes to that whole thing. We went out to dinner, and I don't remember the restaurant, Red Lobster maybe. It was like a...
Ooh, the Cheddar Bay Biscuits?
I know. It was a vacation.
How could you even have a bad time there? I don't care what happened.
So we're trying to figure out what to do with the rest of our days in Daytona, and me and my brothers really wanted to go goofy golfing. And you can tell my mom was sweating it because of a money issue, not having the money. And she's like, well, we'll just stay at the hotel. We'll hit the beach. And we're kids. If I was in junior high, my middle brother's 4 years younger than me. Mm-hmm. My youngest is 8 years younger than me. So, I mean, we just start going off about wanting to do goofy golfing and go-karts and all this stuff. My dad's just like, let's do it. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. My mom stood up in the middle of the restaurant. Ellen, we do not have the money. You handle it from here on out.
Ooh.
And she left. She got up, yelled at my dad, and left.
Did she take a Cheddar Bay biscuit?
She might have. I don't walk back in the Huff, grabbed one, and then walked out of the
restaurant. Did she finish her Long Island iced tea?
And I remember just sitting there, like I've never seen my parents fight like that. I mean, they had their moments, but I never seen my mom just go off on my dad. And my dad is typically a chill guy. So, I mean, he just kind of sat there and took it. And it was that moment, I think, looking back now, having hindsight, I realized my parents are not happy. And they should not be together. But it was just such a weird moment because it killed the rest of the vacation.
Killed the vibe, man.
Dude, we were just in Daytona. That was stop number one. I mean, we still had, I think, probably Disney, probably St. Augustine, and then down to Naples. And then it was just weird the entire time in Naples because my mom and her sister just went off and did their own thing. My dad and my uncle went off and did their own thing. It's a moment I will always remember. And we've gone on vacations many times with our kids. And it's a moment I always remember because it's like, even if we got to a point of stressing out on a vacation, whether it be over money or whatever, I'm like, I remember that moment and I will never allow that to happen in front of my kids because it was just something that has stuck with me forever.
Jeez. There you. Well, what an uplifting story, Kotter. Thank you so much for sharing this morning.
Well, the topic is not really lending itself to being all rainbows and unicorns.
Well, I was hoping for stories, maybe something more like this. Let's go to a funnier topic. Jesus. Andrew, it's 69 day, dude. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Andrew chimed in on the chat. He goes, when I was a kid, I had to ride in an effing car all the way from Montana to North Carolina with a cat that screamed the entire way. Then when the summer was over, we had to do the same thing going back. Here's the thing. Not a cat guy,
right?
And this is one of the reasons probably why I would never get a cat, this story alone.
Yeah.
Now, actually, this is a great question for Andrew. Andrew, are you a cat owner this day? Or did that trip ruin cats for you for the rest of your life?
Scar you for life, man.
Yeah. How about this one? We got another one from Andrew. Andrew said, my parents brought my brother and I to Busch Gardens, Virginia. And before we could even ride any rides, I got a heat stroke and had to have an ambulance called for me.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Actually, something quite similar happened to you and your daughter. You guys went to like some museums. Speaking of worst childhoods, this is probably hers. You guys were going to a museum in Washington, D.C., and didn't she have a heat stroke like at the museum?
We were at the zoo. So the National Zoo. Yeah, we were walking through one of the exhibits, and she's like, I don't feel good, and she was getting lightheaded, and we're like, oh, well, we'll leave the exhibit, go get some water. So we go outside, and she's drinking a little bit of water, and then she just kind of dropped. She couldn't walk. An ambulance comes into the zoo and picks her up. My wife and my daughter leave in the ambulance, go to the hospital. We're in D.C., don't know what the hell's going on. We didn't have a car. We took a train to from our hotel to basically right in front of the zoo. Mm-hmm. So I had to Uber, to a hospital just to try to find my wife. It was very bizarre, but just dehydration. But it sucked.
And a quick update from Andrew, the not the cat guy. He has confirmed not a cat guy. He goes, hell no on cats. I'm a dog guy now. So yeah, a cat screeching behind him from a trip to Montana to North Carolina and back. Ruin cats.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Got some calls and your stories coming up. Here's Metallica, Rock 1061. All right, I'm going to edit up these calls real quick, guys. There we go.
All right, guys, back on the chat. Sorry about that. Cotter's edited up some info there for you. Wando, thank you for dropping in your top 5. Once again, guys, Wednesday's top 5 day where we have our managers meeting, and we have to create top 5. So we make you tell us your top 5s. I've already got 4 saved up. We're going to do this after. We'll go over top 5s after Kotter versus Marshall, which will be right around 8 p.m. Or 8 a.m. Excuse me. We'll go over top 5s. How do you want to do this? You want to?
I can give Thomas's real quick because I didn't get to that yet.
Yeah, give Thomas go into the call, and then I'll go into Sean's, and then this one will be probably a little bit shorter because I only have one more after that.
Okay.
So I'll keep Jeremy's, and you can keep the phone call for the last break.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, be right back. We're taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning, 800-394-1061. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Thomas hit us up on Facebook. He said, okay, we lived in Charlotte. I was probably about 12 or 13. My parents wanted to take us to Dollywood, so we got in a small Toyota Tercel. All went well till the ride home. We broke down, had to sleep in the car, and wait for my aunt to come 18 hours later and cram all of us in her car. 4 adults, 2 kids. It absolutely sucked.
What? Call a tow truck. What was going on?
Oh, good stuff there. You can call, comment, and text with your story about your worst childhood vacation ever. 800-394-1061. Got a call from Tom.
Splendid trip to Disney World.
Okay.
Where I ended up throwing up all over or right after It's a Small World, and I spent the whole day in the infirmary with the flu.
No. I was going to say, I mean, the Small World, not the wildest of rides, but having the flu, I guess, makes way more sense. Though the ride itself can be vomit-inducing.
Wait, Small World's the one that's like the teacup one, right?
No.
No?
No.
Which one's Small World?
It's just a little ride that you travel in the boat and you watch the little mechanical things spin. That's about it.
Wait, where did you puke at? Like in the water?
No, after the ride on the sidewalk, right after we got off.
How is the Walt Disney World infirmary?
It's very plain and sterile.
Okay.
Not a very happy place.
Yeah, what the hell, Disney?
I would say most of my trips to Disney have been good. The only negative was an experience on It's a Small World. I mean, it's legitimately just a boat ride. You're going through, and it's like different countries of these little puppets that look like little kids.
Yeah.
Just singing It's a Small World on repeat continually. It broke down halfway through the ride. The boat stopped moving, but the music kept going.
Oh, of course it did.
We were in there for 20 minutes of just It's a Small World. I think there's a picture of me I posted to social media at the time of a look of utter agony on my face because it was absolutely one of the worst experiences ever.
The Small World ride was actually broken down when I went to Disney, California, so I actually never got a chance to ride that wonderful ride. Well, once again, we are taking your texts, phone calls, and, of course, stream messages in regards to your worst childhood vacations. Now, Sean chimed in. He goes, my worst childhood trip vacation memory, well, my real dad, prime example of a deadbeat dad, picked up my sister and I and took us to a place in the Orlando area called Splendid China. It was a theme park that was supposed to show the history and life of ancient China. Pretty much everything was broken, no real rides, very odd parades, and it ended up getting closed because it was quickly becoming a human trafficking and illegal immigration ring.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We talked about weird, like, roadside attractions.
Yes.
Splendid China may have been one of those. Apparently, he actually chimed in also. He said, the place has a really interesting story. Apparently, they were bringing people in from China against their will and forcing them to work at the amusement park.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, and his father took him there. So, great childhood memory there, huh, Sean?
All right, you can call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. More of your stories coming up. This is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Dude, I love this. Okay, so the craziest thing just happened. Sorry.
Okay.
And
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Chris dropped in his top 5. Thank you, Chris, for that. I'm going to go ahead and just put it up in the top 5s here. Okay, so what's the topic today, Cotter?
Worst childhood vacation stories.
Okay. So Mac showed up.
We got a call too, so.
Mac showed. Okay, I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. Rock 106.1, hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Is this Meredith?
Good. Yes, it is Meredith.
Meredith, we missed you. How you been, girl?
Oh, good. I'm good. So I grew up with 5 siblings.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of us. So vacation was never really a big thing. We lived at the beach, so it was like we had our own
nice.
vacation. But my parents decided to take us down to Florida, and we went to Wet and Wild.
Yeah.
And we were going on the first ride, my brother and I. He's 2 years younger than I. And he weighed nothing. And so as we're dropping off of the free fall slide, he just levitated until when he landed on the fiberglass at the bottom, he cracked his head open.
Oh, no, I'm sorry for
And
laughing.
so he had to get the ambulance there and everything. And so Wet and Wild was done that day. And I was like, this sucks. We all, like, still to this day, he is 40 years old, and I hit him in the back of his head, for he's bald, with a scar, and I'm like, you ruined our vacation.
Yes. See, that's the best thing about having a brother or sister. Just constant, just bullying them throughout their entire life, no matter how old.
We were so close, just 1 and 1 every time we were twins. So I love him to death, but he's a lieutenant colonel now in the Army, so
Oh, wow.
I can't beat him up. But.
No. Yeah.
That's a sick flex there, actually.
I know.
Awesome.
All right, guys, y'all have a good day.
Thank you,
Meredith.
Meredith.
Love Meredith.
He's awesome, man.
All right, Cotter's going to edit that up real quick, guys. We'll be right back here in just a few moments. Yeah, so we have 2 calls that we're going to play back, and if you want, just kind of hit on the beginning of the story. I've got stories from Andrew and Jeremy.
Okay.
What I was trying to tell you before we got that phone call was,
yeah, sorry.
So we're taking our subject today is tell us about your worst childhood vacations ever. So Mac, I think, just came in the middle of our conversation, and she thought we were talking about our worst childhood maybe memories.
Okay.
So Mac dropped in this comment out of nowhere. My brother and I talked my aunt into buying us a hermit crab. He was messing with it that night, took a hold of his toe, and he flung it across the room. Rest in peace, Krabby. It was traumatic. And I was reading everyone's comments, and then I read that one. I'm like, the hell is Mac talking about? And I was like, oh, okay. So kudos to Mac. We love you. Rest in peace, Krabby. What a life that crab lived. A sweet little Mac's face and her brother, and then they just turned out to be vicious murderers.
All right, so you want to start with one or two of those? I don't mind, just so we can get through the bed a little bit.
Yeah, I've only got 2.
Okay. Want to do one? I could do a call, do another one, and we can end with a call.
Yeah, so just flip-flopping it?
Yeah. So you call.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sean says the thing that is cool about Splendid China is the pictures that were posted after it was closed and getting all grown over. Awesome looking stuff, but got demolished finally a couple years ago.
I got to look. I'm curious now.
Yeah, we have to look up Splendid China. That sounds horrific.
Computer is acting all kinds of funky. I don't like it.
As long as it's not the computer that allows us to run the show.
Yeah, it's totally not one and the same.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's totally that computer.
All right.
And it just completely. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, it's freezing. It's freezing.
Yeah, kill all your IE stuff.
Yeah, I can't right now.
Can you play calls or no?
Yeah, no, I got them loaded.
Okay. All right. Oh, update the cake days before Cotter breaks things, says Tony. Yeah, we're moving into day 11. Yeah, it's just weird. Cotter has his Internet Explorer page is kind of going crazy. You using Chrome?
Yeah.
Ugh. You never go with Chrome.
All right, guys, be right back.
Yeah, I think you can turn us.
Yeah, we're on the stream now.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, our computer apparently locked up, so we weren't able to go on air right there. So that's interesting.
I mean, I can't.
Well, we're on the stream. At least we're here. So there you go. So anyway, we were going to play back 2 phone calls there for you. And obviously share your stories. Rhett, thank you for dropping in that story. once we're able to get back on the air, we will definitely share it here in just a moment. Yeah, the on-air computer. No, the stream is fine. Reset the computer, says Chris.
That's I got to figure out which one it is.
Yeah, so that was
it's not a PC. Just
yeah.
Yo, man. The studio machine is frozen.
Uh-oh. There you go. Well, anyway, Rhett, thanks for sharing that story. I think what we're going to do as soon as we can get back up on the air as opposed to just on the stream, we'll probably finish up the topic. I think we'll just kill Kotter versus Marshall for the day, and then we'll jump right into the 8 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock hour, we'll talk about your most hated NBA players and stuff. So Kotter's talking to Tim, the engineer, right now about getting that fixed. I don't know. We'll have to talk about this. Hey, pushing buttons is hard, man. It's definitely something. So, yeah, I don't know what's exactly going on, but the computer is literally frozen. Like, there's usually a timer that counts down each element, like each song and each liner and everything. Here, I'll go to a single shot here so it doesn't look so awkward with Kotter not here. Yeah, so I don't exactly know what's going on, but it's absolutely frozen right now. So we'll just go with this. But once again, guys, thanks for sharing your stories this morning. I actually had stories from Jeremy, Andrew, and Rhett that I was still going to bring up. Great stuff there. I don't know about Cake Day, but I would say it's not looking too hot right now. All right, other than that, there we go. So just taking a little break from being on air. I don't know if we're actually still... Oh, it's resetting. It says preparing security options. It says preparing security options. Is that good? Maybe Tim reset it. Just go start throwing random switches on the breaker. That would be fun. Actually, I did not watch any walrus porn, to be clear, Gibby. Nor did I share the link. Speaking of, today's episode is entitled Noise. Because, it's June 9th. It's 69 day. So let's go ahead and tell you guys a 69 joke. I feel like this is very appropriate. Actually, let's just go with a fact. I'm used to disappointments like this. Wow, Jesus, Gibby. Breaking it out. All right, so here I found a list of 69 facts you'll only appreciate if you're as immature as me. So let's go ahead and bring out one of them. A study at the University of Montreal tried to find out how many calories women burn on average during sex. Their answer, 69. There you go. That's a fact. That's just a fact, guys. I don't think the computer having a heart attack and being old should be a tech problem that resets the cake counter. See? There you go. Uh-oh. Cotter's not liking this. I think we're going back to 0, guys. This is definitely a studio issue. Are we on the air right now? Yeah. Oh, okay. At least we're on the air. At least something's playing.
Thankfully, this machine is kind of just an interface for the actual on-air machine. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Rhett, tell us, what's your 69 joke? Once again, happy Rob Gronkowski Day. Actually, this is a great time to share this with you guys. So back over Memorial Day weekend, I went to AEW. They were having a pay-per-view down in Jacksonville. They were having a pay-per-view down in Jacksonville, so I just got out of town for the weekend, went and saw some wrestling, and my wife and I encountered 69 twice, so that's just number 69. That's just a parking space, and then we found this lovely lady who was wearing 69 T-shirt, so we're immature as you. Rhett says, I have a 69 joke, 6.9, a good thing ruined by a period. Oh, come on. Ooh, our on-air machine's back up. It's back up. It looks like everything's back up. That's nice. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, it does look like it's back up.
Why did Tim do this to us? Yeah. So as Cotter said, we actually have a machine. What we use is like an interface for the real machine that's back there in our engineering room. So everything playing on the air is fine. You're just not hearing any breaks from us. Sean goes, Cotter's doing the Tina Belcher noise. Something is bad. Morning, Greg. How are you? Just coming into a little bit of a issue here in the studio.
Okay, it's on.
As soon as Cotter gets done with Tim, the engineer, on the phone, we'll figure out whether this is the issue that kills the cake day counter. I think it's going to. Yeah. Charles says my buddy doesn't like 69 because he says they put the buffet too close to the outhouse. There you go, man. I am a child. I'm sorry. I'll laugh every time.
Okay, yeah, I'll restart it, man.
All right, Cotter. So what's the word here? What are we doing?
So I'm just going to he would prefer us restart things. So
Okay.
I'm gonna shut everything down and restart the machine. So we may miss another break.
So obviously, let's kill Kotter versus Marshall.
Yeah,
and then
agreed.
Let's come back and finish what we're doing here if we can get on before the. I mean, yeah, we should because we'll come on before the end of the 8 o'clock hour, and let's finish what we're doing. We have 2 good calls. I mean, that's good content. I don't want to just throw it out.
No, I agree.
Sorry, guys, a little bit of a technical issue. Our computer decided to glitch out on us.
While not Tim's fault, I'm definitely not blaming this on Tim, but I would definitely call this a studio issue.
Yeah.
I would say it definitely prevented us from doing a break.
More importantly, what was the cause of it?
Don't know.
Is this something he's going to look into, or is this we're going to just do the restart game and pretend it didn't happen?
No, he's going to have to look into it. We'll restart it for now.
I mean, you weren't running anything that you didn't normally run.
No. It was all the I typically have 4 to 5 windows open. I always have my email, Facebook, Twitch, and the text line.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, I'll have something else up, and then I have my copy points for the show, and then I have the on-air machine interface, and that was all that was up. So it just, for whatever reason, was like, I'm not gonna work right now.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah, we can hold off on Kotter versus Marshall. We could do that next week. I think that is still a fun topic to do that on. So we'll hold off, and we'll hope. It's taking a really long time to restart. Awesome.
Sean goes, I didn't do it with the enticement of the splendid China pictures, did I? Oh God, did I ruin Cake Day? I don't know. Did you look up Splendid China?
I was starting to.
Oh, he was starting to.
But I couldn't get to it. So I hadn't searched for it yet because it froze prior to getting to it. So you're off the hook.
Tom's goes, so just out of curiosity, on your vacations, will it be music in the morning? So yeah, I mean, it will be. So what we're going to do for vacations, here, I'll put Cotter back on camera. Sorry. Cotter's just officially now sitting there trying to get the thing restarted. So when it comes to vacations, which we're going to take here at the end of the month and then at the beginning of July, kind of on the opposite weeks of our 20th anniversary show. We're going to play like a best of, so you'll hear like some old content that we've done, but it'll be music in the morning as well. So it'll be just kind of like the regular show, just old stuff.
Yeah, just won't be live.
And then we won't be doing a live stream those days while we're out. So we have one coming up here in about a week and a half. We'll be taking about a week off. We'll be coming back for the 4th of July week, which we have tons of stuff planned, obviously, with the 20th anniversary show. I mean, I'm hosting... I'm judging the 4th of July parade. So we have tons of stuff to talk about that week. And then I'll be taking a week vacation. So yeah, we'll just be playing best ofs during that time period to answer your question thoroughly.
All right. The computer is officially shut off. Hopefully, it comes back, guys.
Rhett goes, reset the studio counter. I think we're probably going to. I'll let Kotter make the final decision.
I
on
hate
that.
being, and because I fought, anything we could do to not have to reset it once we hit 20 days. But I would say, and once again, this not Tim's fault. This is by no means Tim's fault, but it is definitely, it's definitely a studio issue, and it prevented us from doing a break, and we're going to prevent us from probably doing 2 breaks. So
Charles just chimed in with Tim is Googling Control-Alt-Delete. So Andrew goes, so with no live stream, I guess I'll actually get work done in the morning those 2 weeks.
we're sorry.
Sorry, man.
Sorry. We'll be back. We'll make up for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I unfortunately think this counts as a reset.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a reset.
Well, let's worry about that here in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll
That's
do the
fair.
official reset. I'll shift the camera over to it so everyone can see. Maybe I'll make Mac do it so it looks like Dana White's, racing.
And then you can just blame Mac.
That's true. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out on the live stream. Obviously had a bit of a technical difficulty there. We were literally 4 seconds away from going back on the air to wrap up our call-in segment of what's your worst childhood vacation memory. And then we're still going to wrap that up. The content's too good not to finish it up. So we will hopefully jump on before the end of the 8 o'clock hour. We've got 2 calls. I've got 3 stories. We actually had another story come in on the chat literally seconds before we went on air. I got a story from Rhett here, so probably be a good time to read it.
Yeah, maybe. It's taking a really long time, guys. Really long time.
Oh, to load the...
Just to open. It hasn't even restarted yet.
Cool. Well, maybe we'll just do a stream-only version of the rest of the show. It'll be interesting.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
Tony goes, effing cake teases. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. I was really hoping we'd pull Cake Day off at the show.
We were about to move in. Well, technically, we did get day 11. So we got up to 11 this time because we're always a day behind. So we got up to 11.
It goes to 11, guys.
Well, here, let me update at least to 11 so then we can erase it.
I like it. Then we can just make everybody's life.
Red Ass says they're dead air right now.
There shouldn't be. No.
Okay.
Once again, thankfully, this machine is basically just an interface. So back in the rack room is where our actual on-air machine lives. And then this just can log into that machine. I says there's 6 machines, 1 for each radio station. This machine can just log into any of those. So thankfully, when this freezes, it doesn't actually freeze the back program. This was a computer issue here in the studio. Now, if that back computer freezes, we've got problems. Now, so a while ago, we'd get in the morning and we'd fire up this machine, and it would take, a while for it to open because it had to connect to the server.
Mm-hmm.
So we've just been leaving it connected. So I don't know if that could be a problem. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we were told to do. So we've been leaving it connected. So hopefully, since we had to restart it, it's no longer connected. Hopefully, it doesn't take another 15 minutes to connect.
Oh, okay.
So anything's possible at this point, guys. Anything's possible. Our apologies.
Well, damn, Wanda. Wanda dropping in a sad childhood memory story. Tony, look, I will clearly be hospitalized longer than needed for cake, reliving the trauma from no hospital cake in this day, worst day ever.
So sorry. So sorry. Yeah, this is going really slow, guys. I don't like this. Tim's logged in. There's Tim doing stuff.
Before 8 a.m.? That's crazy. So wait, we have to suffer with no cake because you guys don't know how to reboot a computer every so often? Man, I feel let down. Dude, me too, man. Me too. Yeah, no, with our studios are crazy, man. I mean, I don't even know how to start explaining.
It is unlike any other radio station I have ever worked at. I mean, it's just different. I mean, we had to adjust because of the pandemic, and things are hooked up in a different way.
They reboot automatically once a week, says Tim on the computer. So, Raven Dantes, sadly, no. Can't blame us at least for that one. The horde is turning and getting ugly. I think everyone's cool. I'll say it again. Too much walrus self-pleasure porn. There you go. Dude, I'll drop the link if you want me to. I'll drop that damn link. But I'll make all you guys crash your computers. That would actually hurt our stream numbers. Actually, we won't.
We don't want to do that. Yeah.
All right, it looks like we're back on, but we're currently in commercial, but we're going to let Tim futz around and do his thing on the back end, and maybe he can get this thing humming a little bit better. Thomas says, so we can blame Tim anyways, right? Yeah, Kotter just said, oh, yeah, so there you go. I was not going to say that. I was going to say no. There you go. Well, happy 69 day, guys. Who saw this coming? Not me.
Do I blame Tim for this? No. Do I want to stick with the brand and continue to blame Tim for this? Yes.
Okay. What are you doing?
I wanted to see where we are in the log.
Oh, okay.
Actually. So, yeah. I'm going to print out the rest of my copy points for the show.
Okay. Sure thing, man. Do your thing. Yeah, as of right now, Cake Day, I think, is going to get wiped out once again, guys. Sorry. We made it to 11 days. Not too bad. First time we made it to 23. This time 11. I should do that. Damn it. Now you ruined the joke, Sean. Once again, guys, thanks for hanging around. Thanks for hanging around on the live stream. And you know what? You wanted it.
Are you? Oh. Sorry, Tim. I messed up.
You wanted it. There you go. So I made a joke about I made a joke about how actually it wasn't even a joke. It was a fact about how walruses pleasure themselves in regards to a 69-day fact. There's a YouTube video. I dropped it. You know what? There you go. You wanted some, you got some.
You're welcome.
Well, welcome to the chat, baby. Welcome to the jungle. We got walruses self-pleasuring themselves. So we blame 69 Day because everything ass backwards. Maybe. If you don't want me to have cake, just say so. No need to wait for me to die of old age before having it, says Greg.
Look at it this way, guys. Look at it this way.
Keeping your summer bods on you, not ruining it.
And when Cake Day finally happens.
Oh, it's going to be sick.
It's going to be, because, you know, it's like it keeps getting dangled in front of you and then taken away. Dangled and taken away. When it finally happens. You feel all of you earned it.
A-Dub says he's sick of this shit. I want cake. We are too. Yeah, so no cake at the 20th anniversary show. What a bummer.
Yeah, that stinks.
What a bummer, man. You know what? Honestly, I did not see this coming. I thought we were going to have a run. I thought we were going to have a slick 30-day run on this. Not to be had. I'm kind of bummed. So we're going to miss breaks 3 and 4.
The 8 o'clock hour, the 7 o'clock hour is done.
Oh, is it? So we missed all 3 breaks?
Yeah.
Great.
So, I mean, we can continue. We can hold off on the NBA stuff until tomorrow. Because, I mean, that's evergreen enough to where we could do that tomorrow if we wanted at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. We could, you know, finish it up there if we want.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
We can finish up the call-in topic since we have the calls at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, you know, since we have the material. And then we could hold off on the NBA villain stuff or the villain stuff until tomorrow. Because, I mean, that's not...
Yeah, but I mean that leaves us an open break in the 8 o'clock hour. I think at this point we just have to let it go. We have to let it go and just move on.
Okay.
I mean, it's at this point, we haven't talked about it on air for, it'll be 30 plus minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you can always reset it. It's going to be a different group of listeners anyway, but that's fine.
Yeah, I just say at this point, let's just move on. I mean, we can't really do anything with that at this point. I mean, you could reset it, but I mean, I'm just bummed that we didn't get to finish it. Obviously, guys, you heard the phone calls on the air. The phone calls that we took live on the stream that obviously would have played on the air. So stupid. I hate it.
All right.
All right, Sean dropped in his top 5. Let's get to a happier subject now that it looks like everything is back running correctly. Let's get into top 5s for the day. And you guys have effing delivered. All right, how about this? Let's start off with Tony. Tony is going to interview a potential employee. Tony's going to work out. She's going to start to clean and organize storage closet. Oh, that's a good one. Do laundry. And number 1, not kill others around me. I think Kotter actually is going to try to practice your number 1 as well. I think Kotter would possibly kill Tim if he was around right now. Let's chime in with Elaine, top 5. Number 1, cuss out Xfinity because internet is out. Number 2, try not to get arrested. Number 3, repeat. Number 4, remember murder is wrong. And number 5, find someone to post bail. FML. All over the internet. I guess Elaine does work from home, so that could make it a little dicey. Once again, we're sharing your top 5s for the week and the day. Once again, thanks for everyone for chiming in already. Just in case you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, we do top 5s every single Wednesday. We have a managers meeting on Wednesday where we have to tell our boss what we've been working on, drop it in our top 5. So we ask you guys to do the same things, mostly so we can steal yours, but also just to see what you guys are up to. Let's go to Chris's. Chris, number 1, mow the grass. Number 2, make a Serrano hot sauce.
That sounds delightful.
That sounds nice. Number 3, pack a suitcase. Number 4, fly to Vegas. Number 5, Vegas, baby. Awesome, man. Chris, have a good time out in Vegas, buddy. Wanda dropped in her top 5. Top 5, enjoy this morning without the kids being here. Number 2, enjoy having this coffee. Number 3, get ready today in peace. Number 4, watch TV in peace. Number 5, pick kids up in a few hours and resume the chaos. They were only gone for 1 day? Did you ever send your kids away on like a camp or anything? Did they ever go away?
They did like day camps. They never did like spend the night camps.
Some do like those 2-week things.
Yeah, no, they did some like day camp stuff. I mean, now there was a summer to where we left them in Illinois for about a week or so.
Okay.
But that was about it.
Let's get to our buddy Gibby, his top 5. How much time we got?
We got plenty.
Okay. Gibby's top 5. 1, work. 2, keep wife from duct taping kids to walls and ceiling. Whoa. Number 3, keep kids from duct taping their mother to a chair. Number 4, routine pool maintenance. Nice. Number 5, practice the basement. Gibby sounds like he's having a nice little week outside of the children and wife trying to kill themselves and each other. Let's see. Let's go to Sean's top 5. Sean's top 5. Number 1, change the oil in my truck. That's an alpha move right there. I pay someone to do it. Number 2, pick up the camper on Thursday night. Number 3, load up the camper on Friday afternoon. Number 4, go tubing and drink pretty much all day Saturday. Number 5, wake up, hopefully not hungover or still drunk, pack up the camper and head home, then probably mow the grass and relax for the rest of the day.
Sounds solid.
It's a good top 5, guys. Thanks for sharing your top 5s today, man. Oh, one more from Rhett. Top 5, attend the kiddos' kindergarten graduation ceremony. Number 2, wrap the kiddos' birthday gifts. Number 3, watch Loki. I got to do that too. I should do that today. Number 4, drink a beer. Number 5, work this weekend. I don't like number 5, but the rest of it's pretty good. A-Dub dropped in his top 5. Oh, Christ. Number 1, take a dump. Number 2, wipe. Number 3, find shitter splitter. Number 4, use shitter splitter. Number 5, flush. He should add in number 5 like 10 more times because it's going to take multiple flushes. Number 6, wash hands and shitter splitter.
right, well played.
All right. I like that. Oh, Andrew dropped his in too. Andrews, take a shot. Work. Not murder my wonderful employees. 4, another shot. 5, repeat. Oh, Mac with the comment of the day. Fix the fan. So, guys, check this out. So, we have the bathroom, and our boss likes to take very large, stinky dumps in our bathroom. He waits to take a dump here at work. The overhead fan, like the exhaust fan that sucks up all the fart fumes, dude, it's been broken for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it has not been fixed. Like when I go in there to use the restroom now, I play a podcast as loud as possible on my phone. Because, usually the exhaust fan or whatever it is, it would cover up any sort of sounds coming from your weird body. And now I have to hear everything in stereo.
Well, here's the thing, though. As the guy with the office that shares a wall.
Oh, yeah, you share the wall.
Fan or not, I can kind of hear everything that's going on in there. Mm-hmm. I mean, everything. There's been a few people I'm like, you should go see a doctor after what you just did in there, because it is a crime against humanity.
Well, thank God you didn't hear what I did in there after the Death Nut Challenge. I absolutely died in there. A-Dub says Tim needs to fix that fan. Tim, the engineer. Oh, is A-Dub throwing Tim under the bus? Is this the situation we're living in? Rhett goes, decent top 5 there, boss. Thomas. Oh, Thomas dropped in his top 5. Let's go over Thomas's. Get through today. 1. 2. Get through tomorrow. 3. Think about calling Friday. Calling off Friday, I think is what he meant to say. Number 4, say F it and work Friday. Number 5, forget about the week over the weekend. There you go.
That's decent.
Rhett goes, damn, got a new roof, but the exhaust fan is broke. Studio computers are crashing, but the new roof is shining and new. Yeah, man. It's been, for the first 3 months of this show, it's been a weird 3 months. A-Dub, that's part of his job, building maintenance. Damn. Well, there you go, man. All right, guys, thanks for hanging around with us on the show today. We got another, what is it?
We still have plenty.
5 minutes or so?
5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes. We'll jump back on the air officially in the 8 o'clock hour. Do you just want to go into NBA players?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Obviously, the rest of the 8 o'clock hour got wiped out, or the 7 o'clock hour got wiped out due to a technical difficulty. So I was going to share stories from Rhett, Jeremy, and Andrew. Let's just go ahead and share them now. Why not? We'll just share them on the stream, and I'm sure some of you may have read them, but we'll just share them with you guys again. The worst childhood vacay, Jeremy says, I remember was at 11 years old. My father decided to take us camping and took us to a place that was deep in the woods. No bathrooms, no showers. My mom was pissed. Then started raining the whole 4-day weekend.
No.
Tents were leaking. Fire was going out all the time. Cold, wet, and miserable.
I would have left after night 1.
Yeah, you think you would let go of that
I'm not
vacation
staying.
if it was that bad.
Yeah, I'm not staying.
I don't know. Turns out guys can be stubborn. Andrew's story is incredible. So when I was a kid, Mom would take vacations. Come to find out, they were not vacations. Next summer, Dad took me on vacation to Georgia. Come to find out, he was dropping me off at my mom's friend's house. Only to find out, Mom lives there. And this is not a vacation, and her friend is not her friend. It is her girlfriend. 30 years later, they're still together and married. Moms are cooler than dads anyway. Perfect month to share that story too, Andrew.
All right. Yeah,
obviously, Pride Month, June. The Kotter V Marshall show panel there. If you're watching us, you can obviously see the Pride logo we have up. Great story.
That's a good story.
All right, one more, and then we'll finish. This will technically be the finish of our call-in segment. Way late. Rhett shared one. He goes, so during our vacay as a kid, my dad ran a red light and T-boned a car. Now, we owned a Buick Park Avenue, which is a boat of a car. I mean, just a massive car. He goes, well, the hood crinkled, but the frame and engine was still intact. So for the rest of the vacation, we had to drive the busted Buick all around. We were that family when we pulled into a parking lot at a restaurant or a park.
That sucks.
That's just like a big-time National Lampoon.
Yes.
Yeah,
was definitely like that kind of moment.
Yeah. Since we don't get cake, every time something terrible happens, torture Tim on Tuesdays. I don't hate that. We actually have a Torture Tuesday coming up this Tuesday, which we still haven't decided what we're doing.
Got a couple ideas.
So we got to figure that out. But maybe we just make Tim do it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the Torture Tuesday. Would your ideas apply to Tim?
They can apply to anybody.
Okay. What about Tim?
They can definitely apply to Tim.
If you're part of the chat right now, would you do a Torture Tuesday this Tuesday? Just throwing it out there. Would you be interested? We're not going to make you do it against your will, but we're thinking about it.
All right. Sorry. All right. So 3 minutes. Nirvana, come as you are. I'm going to talk the most hated players in the NBA. No surprise who the top person on this list is. This is actually based on the amount of states that hate these people.
Yeah, so this is based on tweets, 70,000 tweets, and the hashtags used. So pretty interesting stuff. Kotter, why don't you go ahead and share your top 5 with people?
So we're going to do a 20th anniversary trivia ticket giveaway next week. So I'm going to work on the specifics for that. Marshall secured some Black Sabbath digital downloads. So we're going to do a Black Dadith Father's Day weekend.
That's right.
Your chance to score some digital downloads from Black Sabbath. I got to finish up on some stuff for Monty and the Palmetto Championship at Congaree, the golf tournament that kicks off tomorrow. Just got some more info from sales about sponsors on the concert. So I got to get some social media posts scheduled and some websites done. And then got to talk to Aaron and Tim about just something we need to hopefully figure out how to fix. So,
is it that machine?
No, it's not actually not that machine. It's another thing.
You should put a / that machine.
I mean, Tim doesn't think the machine is bad. So it was a moment in time.
All right, so 90 seconds. We're about to hop back on the air here, guys. Tim says, I asked Tim if he was still in the chat. He actually is. I asked him if he'd be up to do a Torture Tuesday this Tuesday. He said, you could put those ideas about Torture Tuesday all you want. I'm guessing he goes, you could talk about those ideas of Torture Tuesday all you want. I ain't going to be there. Woof.
Tim.
What an attitude this morning, Tim.
Denying us.
What an attitude this dude's got, man. He's acting like we're the bad guys here. Really, is Tim the villain of the Kotter and Marshall show?
Maybe.
Should we buy Tim like a bowler hat? So when he shows up on the show, we make Tim wear a bowler hat. So he's obviously the villain.
Bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hate this.
Yeah. What's a good villain hat? Or what's a good villain? Like, how can you tell a villain immediately? Good guys wear capes.
No, I'm talking like a black, not a superhero cape, but kind of like the, like somebody in the 20s would go out for a night in the evening,
like a Count Dracula cape.
Yes, that kind of thing.
Oh, I think a hat would be cheaper. All right, so hey, actually, good question for the Horde today. What is the one thing a villain can wear that immediately you're like, oh, that's the bad guy? Like, is it a hat? A pencil mustache? We could make him like the pencil mustache.
Just draw it in.
Yeah.
All right, guys, be right back.
Rock 106.1.
It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Don't forget, hop on the stream and join the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show. Just download the Rock 106.1 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, you came across this yesterday, actually, I think late in the show.
Yeah.
It is the most hated NBA players based on states. Now, this was using over 70,000 tweets, hashtags, and direct keyword phrases. And they basically took all this information, looked at how each state was tweeting.
Right.
And basically, it looked like 6 names came up. Out of all the players in the NBA, there are 6 that are obviously hated.
Yeah, so they broke it down per state. Let's go from the least to most when it comes to these states here. So the state of Arizona oddly hates Paul George. Paul George comes in with one state and one state alone. Paul George, the state of Arizona hates him.
Wonder why.
Now, he plays for the Clippers, which obviously is
Right.
kind of close. The Suns, Clippers, maybe? I mean,
Possibly.
They're not even playing right now, but kind of strange. So Paul George comes in at the bottom of this list with just one state as the most hated player here in the 50 glorious states of the United States. Now, Russell Westbrook, he only has one state as well, the state of Pennsylvania.
What does PA have against him?
He plays for Washington. So,
Yeah.
once again, close proximity,
Maybe.
I guess, is about it.
I don't know. I would love to know the reasoning, behind or, the actual number of these tweets. Because, I mean, maybe it's just a lower number. I mean, 70,000 is a lot if you're looking at just one state. I don't know. It's interesting. Now, two players have three states that hate on them. One of them, Kevin Durant.
Right.
I'm guessing former porn star Ms. Rhodes is probably hating. One of her tweets counted.
Probably.
Toward this hatred
Probably helped.
of Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And then James Harden is also hated by three states, Georgia being one of them.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why do we hate the Brooklyn Nets?
I don't know.
And they're both on the Brooklyn Nets, obviously, Kevin Durant and James Harden. So interesting. So coming in as the second most hated player in the NBA, according to the 70,000 tweets that Sports Insider kind of geotagged everyone, is Kyrie Irving. 18 states hate Kyrie Irving the most. Now, he is a former flat earther. He's a big time political movement guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care about that stuff. And he's very outspoken.
Yeah.
But he's kind of just a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, he would take time off during the season to deal with stuff. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't seem like a team guy, and I think that's why people don't like him as much. But also, he was a flat earth guy for a minute, and you have to question those people.
Yeah, I think it comes down to, you're right, he just kind of comes across as not likable. And I think that shows when you've got 18 different states voting you as the most hated NBA player. But of course, number one is a gentleman who's slightly polarizing.
What?
I think you either love him or you hate him. And a majority of states hate this guy. 24 states hate LeBron James.
Let's just focus on the last 36 hours. This dude, Gabe Lilly, walked out on his team with 5 minutes left.
He was hurt.
And then, he was hurt so bad he got knocked out of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then during his press conference, which he showed up to 3 hours after the game, he made reporters sit there for 3 hours waiting for him to come to a press conference. All he talked about was his new movie, Space Jam 2. He's such the most self-serving a-hole. I hate LeBron James. I hate him so much, I think we should change our state's hatred from James Harden to LeBron James.
Let's do it. 25 states now hate LeBron James.
We push that up. We'll start tweeting.
We've officially moved Georgia into a LeBron James hatred state. All right, so there you go with the most hated players in the NBA. Next, we're going to power rank some of the best/worst, I don't know how you want to put it, sports villains of all time. Just people maybe you love to hate. Maybe people you just hate to hate, and that's okay. You got to have a villain with a good story. So we're going to power rank our favorite sports villains coming up next. This is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Here's Aaron Jones.
All right, so I asked people, what's one defining thing about a villain? So we got some good replies here. Rhett says, a scar across the face is usually used for a villain. So we should cut Tim, is what Rhett's
We
saying.
should cut Tim.
Okay, someone get us a knife. We're going to cut our Tim, the engineer. What else? A monocle. We could buy Tim a monocle.
We could.
He does wear glasses, though.
Yeah.
Do we just break his glasses in half?
Just break them in half.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We don't want to spend any money. Wanda goes, loud, obnoxious laugh. Tim doesn't have a loud, obnoxious laugh.
No.
He's kind of he's a deep belly laugher, but it's low.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of a lower bass to it. Dave says, usually villains wear black. Tim definitely doesn't wear that. Tim's a plaid guy. He's a plaid on plaid on plaid guy. We've had pictures proving that. Let's see. What else do we have? Really, any single eye accessory, monocle, eye patch, etc. Oh, let's get Tim an eye patch.
Oh, I like this.
Yes.
That's the cheapest way to go, too.
We should, honestly, let's get Tim the engineer an eye patch.
Tim, whenever you come into the studio and you're in on the show.
Yeah, you have to wear an eye patch.
You got to wear an eye patch.
Raven Dantes, LeBron equals overrated. Don't at me. No one will. I think that's
I don't think.
Yeah, we
I think everybody.
Andrew, I have knives, lots of knives. LeBron is a baby back bitch. I could not agree more.
Mr. Peanut was a villain.
Cut Tim Janier. A-Dub has the shitter splitter. Get the shitter splitter.
Oh, get infected and we killed him.
Mr. Peanut was a villain?
Because he wears a monocle.
Oh.
And he has a cane.
Well, he is voiced by Robert Downey Jr. too.
Oh, that's
so,
true.
I mean, generally, Robert Downey Jr. role is not a villain role. Robert Downey Jr. should play a villain. I think he'd be great at it.
I think he'd be
now that I think about it.
Great villain.
Yeah. The Horde might not, but others will defend that big baby. LeBron James?
They will.
I don't know, man. He's a great basketball player. And that's where I'll stop. Sometimes, depending on the year, he's a great basketball player.
Yeah.
This year, not so much. All right, so guys, coming up here in less than a minute, we're going to come back on the air, and we're going to lay out our best sports villains. We're going to power rank them. So we're just going to do top three?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
then go first. You
okay?
In celebration of 69 Day, bud. You go first.
It's better than other ways we can celebrate. So yes, thank you.
What would you do? What were you talking about?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too.
Damn. All right.
Thomas agreed.
Yes.
F that whiny bitch, LeBron James. After this break, I'm gonna run and grab a drink.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Power ranking sports villains.
The Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Thank you for hanging out, Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. We just talked about some of the most hated players in the NBA. No shock, LeBron James tops the list. 24, now 5, because we've changed Georgia over.
Right.
25 states hate LeBron James. So we're going to power rank sports villains. Now, you asked a good question. It's not something I thought of earlier. Are these, actual, people in sports, real people, or is it from sports movies? I went real, but I guess you can go either way on this.
I got a couple of each, so we'll just go from there. But in celebration of 69 Day, you are the 6 to my 9, Cotter.
Thank you.
So please go first.
Thank you so much. Number 3 on my list, power ranking sports villains. Tanya Harding.
Oh,
I mean,
little knee cracker.
She orchestrated the attack on her rival Nancy Kerrigan, hoping to ensure that spot in the Olympics in 1994. I mean, people knew it was her from the get-go. I mean, it was just like the worst planned out attack ever, yet she completely denied it and was still able to participate in the Olympics because the investigation was ongoing and her life just massively went downhill ever since.
But she had a bit of a glow back. I mean, she came up. She had a glow up from there. I mean, she was Dancing with the Stars for a minute. I think she was on a couple different reality shows. I mean, she didn't do too shabby with her life. I mean, she had Margot Robbie play her in a movie, and it was a great movie. If you guys haven't seen I, Tonya, definitely check it out. Great pick for number 3.
Yeah, no, I think she definitely deserved to be on. I mean, she had somebody attack her rival. She deserved to be on the list.
I'm going to go number 3. How about biggest sports villains? How about Tom Brady versus the AFC East? How about just the biggest sports villain of a certain entity of people?
Right.
Yes, Tom Brady, who dominated the AFC East for all those years with the Patriots. I mean, big time sports villain.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, everybody who wasn't a New England fan hated Tom Brady. And the funny part is now that he's with the Bucs, I'm like, oh, go Tom Brady.
Yeah, how is Tom Brady super likable now over the last year? I like Tom Brady more than ever.
He's got more personality this last year than he had his entire career.
Yeah.
It's like the reins came off. He was just able to be himself. He's out putting out memes against Aaron Rodgers.
He's great. He's hilarious. He's showing up at TikToks now.
He's just enjoying life. I love it.
I kind of like Tom Brady.
All right, number 2 on my list, power ranking sports villains. Barry Bonds.
Why Barry Bonds?
I mean, you could just say the steroid thing,
Allegedly.
You could just say the steroid thing, allegedly.
Prove it.
Initially. But the guy was just this huge D-bag. And I mean, and he broke some cherished records in baseball, and it was because of the alleged steroid use.
Allegedly,
I
yes.
said alleged, but arrogant to the press, reportedly a horrible teammate, and he was just utterly unlikable. I mean, he went through this whole thing. I mean, he's not feeling bad about any of this. I mean, he's still going through it to this day like he did nothing wrong. I mean, I think eventually you got to do that I'm sorry tour. And I don't think you're ever going to get it out of Barry Bonds.
I don't think I don't think we're going to get it either. How about, I'm going to go on the fictional side of sports villains. How about Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore?
Great.
Shooter McGavin. I mean, which is one of the best. What was it? Green jacket, yellow jacket. I don't give a blank. I love Happy Gilmore. I need to watch that again. But Shooter McGavin comes in at number 2 on my list of best sports villains ever.
I agree with that 100%. I really think we need to get Happy Gilmore sequel.
I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see it before the end of our lifetimes, which hopefully is not in the next 3 months or anything like that.
All right, number 1 on my list, power ranking sports villains. This was harder than I thought. There were so many to choose from. I went with one because I think he's the sports world equivalent to a supervillain, and I think he ate it up and loved every minute of it. So number 1, power ranking sports villains. Number 1 on my list, George Steinbrenner.
Really?
Yes. I mean, dude was a felon. He got pardoned years later, but he was convicted for donating illegally to Richard Nixon.
Whoops.
And then, I mean, he was the head of a dynasty at its peak that everybody outside of New York loved to despise. And I think he ate it up. I think he loved playing the villain role. I mean, how many times this man fire and hire Billy Martin? 5+? I don't know. Number 1 on my list, I think, once again, sports world equivalent to a supervillain.
All right, well, we got some good honorable mentions, and we'll hit on them, but I got to lay out my number 1. So you ready for this?
Yes.
The number 1 villain all time from sports, the upright in the Chicago Bears end zone from the double doink. It killed me that day. I'm on life number 2 because the upright versus Chicago Bears fans, and specifically Cody Parkey, the double doink. That is my number 1 sports villain of all time. I mean, that thing, you could hear with the doinks, it was laughing. You could literally audibly hear an upright, an inanimate object, laugh at all sports fans, better Chicago Bears fans, and specifically Cody Parkey. That is the number 1 sports villain of all time. Now, Cotter, let's get into some honorable mentions. Mike Tyson, he bit a dude's ear off.
Yes.
How about Aaron Rodgers, just in general? He's sort of unlikable. His family doesn't even like him. On the fictional side, how about Ernie McCracken, Bill Murray's character from Kingpin?
Oh, so good, though. So good. In the same line as the goalpost, I mean, you can go Bartman, as a Cubs fan. That guy crushed the lives and dreams of an entire city. You had Tom Brady. Just the New England Patriots in general. Belichick, Brady, that entire dynasty run. I mean, they were caught cheating and nothing happened. They're like the Astros of the NFL.
They deflated the ball.
And then, of course, I got to include honorable mention to Bobby Knight, Indiana Hoosiers coach. His rants and ravings were legendary. He allegedly choked out a player. He finally got...
That's good coaching.
When he finally got fired when the school was like, maybe we should have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to coaches laying hands on players.
John McEnroe was another good one for sports villains on the tennis side.
So good. All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk concerts. 2021 is going to be a great year for shows in the Low Country and Coastal Empire. So we'll tell you what's going down. It's the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Rock 106.
My wife just commented. She goes, I'm pretty sure if you zoomed into the shot of the upright, it would have a mustache and a monocle. That's a good one, huh?
That is good. That's very funny.
So Sean goes, in regards to studio issues / cake day, every time I log in a Twitch username or watch the show, I feel like Michael Scott in that scene from The Office when he is like, yep, I'm ready to be hurt again.
It will guys, I'm telling you. This is just going to make you want it more. And when it finally happens, it's just going to be that much sweeter when we all dive in.
Yes,
to some great ice cream cake.
It's going to be the sweetest cake. We're all going to get diabetes.
So good, so good.
There you go. Well, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. Once again on the Kotter and Marshall Show. Just wrapped up our top sports villains of all time. Next up, we're going to talk about the plethora of shows coming to the area. Obviously, our 20th anniversary concert kicks off the concert season. That's what we like to say.
Yes.
But we also have 2 shows that just got announced yesterday. We had a show announced the day previous to that. I think we have another show that gets announced probably by Friday, if not early next week, locally here in Savannah, which is actually kind of cool as well. And then we'll also give away Shinedown tickets with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia.
Is A-Dub destroying Tim the Engineer's picture in the hallway?
No, I don't think
disgust
he is.
And
he's using it as a level.
I'm just checking. Heard some loud noises and banging. Look over there. You're got Tim's photo.
Hey, Aaron, with that picture, can we debut it with Mac in studio?
Perfect.
So perfect. Do you mind not hanging it up then until after we show her? Cool. Yeah. No, I'm just asking. Okay. Well, it's early morning. Just checking. You're a little slow. You didn't come into work yesterday, so I just want to make sure you're on top of stuff. Oh, you were at the golf tournament? Oh, that's nice.
Considering getting a cake.
Andrew says we should do a party at Debilation for Cake Day since it won't happen for the anniversary show. That's not a bad idea. We haven't decided where we want to do Cake Day yet. We'll figure that out.
That Debilation is not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
It's nice and close to my house. I love this idea.
So, Debilation Brewing Company, speaking of, Dave is hanging out with us this morning, or at least he was just a few moments ago. He just put up a post last night. They did a small batch garlic pickle beer.
Dude, is it still there? Dave, if you're here, do you still have some? Because I want to try this.
Yeah, so once again, Debilation Brewing Company is the newest brewery here in the area. They're based in Richmond Hill, right off of exit, is it 90, I think? The Fort Stewart exit? He goes, yes, it is.
Yes.
So Debilation Brewing Company, Viking Brewery, it's super cool. So what they're doing is they released that spicy garlic pickle beer, and I'm excited as hell to try it. And it's definitely a brew. If you guys haven't tried it out yet, definitely go check out Debilation.
I may swing by on the way home then and try it. Because I got to keep an eye on Jake's cats this week. So I may swing by, have a drink of that, then go check on his cats.
Yeah, so...
Because it sounds delicious. All right, I'm sold. I'm coming today, Dave. Coming today.
Spicy garlic pickle was debuted last night. Yeah, sure was.
Yep, trying it today. One of my favorite things, not that it's pickle, but just remind me, Davis Brothers Produce on the way out to Tybee.
Not familiar with it, but sure.
Yeah, it's on 80. It's right by a gas station. They have spicy, or it did in the past, spicy olives. And they were so popular that it's like they got there and they're gone. So you had to get them. I only got them a couple times. They are utterly delicious. Used some of the juice and made some martinis one night. So good.
Interesting.
Yeah, spicy olives.
You're a martini guy?
I like a dirty martini. I do not like a straight up martini, but you throw in some olive juice, I'll drink them all day long.
Gotcha. All right, so we're still a few minutes out. I'm going to run and grab a drink, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. Dave, I'm going to come out. I have never had their boiled peanuts. But I'd love to try. Dave, I'll be there today. I'm gonna try it. So I'll come out after work because I saw that and then I was worried that it would have run out yesterday. So good to hear that yes, they'll have some. I will come out and try it. Let everybody know tomorrow how it is. All right, so still to come, we've got some trivia to get to. Obviously, we're going to talk concerts, Chicks on Dudes, and then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Thank you guys for hanging out through some issues this morning. Trust me, I'm so sorry it's ruined Cake Day because I want this to happen just as much as everybody else. Any excuse to hang out with everybody, I am in 100%. We'll just eventually, and I mean, we'll get together at the concert. Unfortunately, we will be running around doing some stuff, but we'll definitely get together, have a beer, grab a photo. But we'll definitely have to pick a time to where we can just have a horde meetup. So we'll definitely have to put something together where we can make that happen. All right, we got about 3 minutes, and then we're back on talking shows, and then we'll set up some trivia.
Oops, wrong camera. There we go. There it is.
All right. I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, get rid of that. That's fine. Move that one.
Move that one, man.
Moved it.
All right.
There we go.
So trivia's up next?
We got
concerts. Gotcha.
Yeah, concert update, and then hopping into trivia.
So yesterday I got a tie with Lonnie. He picked himself up some Shinedown tickets. And we'll do that again today. So once again, in case you guys want to dive in on trivia, we have a pair of Shinedown tickets on the line. They're going to be performing Thursday, October 7th in North Disgusta, according to Charles. I love that. I'm addicted to saying Disgusta instead of Augusta. But they're playing at SRP Park. Tickets are on sale officially this coming Friday. But if you want to win them, you can just play trivia against us. We're going to be giving away for the rest of the week.
Now, I thought yesterday was one of the harder games I had written in a while. And, you and Lonnie both getting 3 right. I'm like, all right, not overly hard, but more difficult than it had been.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to 2 different people. Chris was one of them. I think it was Chris. He was like, I could have gotten 6. Would have beat him.
Yeah, so I actually was calling winners from last week's trivia games, hooking them up with tickets to our 20th anniversary show. And I talked to Elliot, who was a part of your axe throwing team.
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, I could have beat him.
he goes, hey, did Kotter talk to you? And I'm like, no, what's going on? He goes, I texted him, man. I said I would have beat you today. I would have got 6 out of 7. I'm like, yeah, we're all smart when we're not playing, aren't we, pal? All right, 2 things before we jump into break. Rhett has a Ask the 8-Ball question. Will Rhett's wife get the job she interviewed for?
Ooh, I hope so.
Ooh, don't count on it.
Damn you, 8-Ball.
I'm sorry, dude. It's the 8-Ball. I don't choose it. I just shake it. One more thing too.
Oh, yeah.
So I talked about it. So Hefe, the new music beta fish, wanted to freshen up his tank in many ways. But I bought him the SpongeBob SquarePants house, and I'm so excited for this guy. So I'm going to probably be installing this today. So Hefe is going to have some new decorations starting tomorrow for when he picks a new music song. Do we know the new music songs he's going to choose from tomorrow?
I don't.
Okay.
Not yet.
We'll figure that out. But I just wanted to show off Hefe's new little house.
One will be a Foo Fighters song. We just got a brand new Foo Fighters song.
Oh, that's awesome.
Start a Fire.
You did?
Yes.
Is that song about you?
I think so. I think Dave Grohl was so moved. They rushed to get this song done and
when
include it on the
when
new
he
album.
saw your Fart a Fire video?
Saw the Fart a Fire video. It's true. All right, guys. We'll be right back.
And Marshall, Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Kotter and Marshall Show. It's a great year for concerts, 2021 here in the Low Country and Coastal Empire. It all kicks off in under a month, July 3rd, 20th anniversary show, Trustees Garden, teaming up with Connect Savannah. It is going to be so much fun. Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, Lilac and Whaleboat, 2 great local bands. It's going to be a good time, man. Everybody just needs to get tickets. Everybody. Everybody
should buy tickets. Yeah, that's right. And you can actually buy them right now. Rock1061.com. You can also buy them at etix.com, etix.com. Just search Rock 1061. You'll find our show. And we want to hang out on 4th of July weekend with you guys. So come hang with us. 20th anniversary show, Saturday, July 3rd.
And that just kicks off the great concert season of the summer of 2021 into the fall. You got Shinedown in North Augusta. You've got multiple shows now at Victory North. Just announced POD, From Ashes to New, All Good Things, and Sleep Signals. Also, Amigo the Devil. Never heard of this guy. We did some Googling yesterday before it got announced. I am in.
Yeah, he's like a weird folky rock Chris Stapleton from like the countryside. If you're familiar with him, Chris Stapleton's incredible.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the only country guys that I really truly love right now. But don't forget about Pop Evil. They're coming on August 23rd as well. So guys, we have a plethora of shows for you guys to go check out locally and within a 2-hour driving range. And Kotter, here in just a few moments, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Someone has to take on one of us. But no matter what happens, we're going to hook that person up with Shinedown tickets for their North Augusta performance.
All right, your chance to call in and play coming up after the Pretty Reckless. It's Death by Rock and Roll, Rock 1061.
Who is Beta Fish sitting while you're on vacay? Mac is going to be in the house while we are out of the house. So I think Mac is going to feed Hefe while we're out. But to be honest, we haven't even talked to anyone about it yet.
I mean, we're not out at the same time, so we'll be here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Never got into boiled peanuts. It's funny. I didn't know. I had never heard of them, and the first time I had them was actually in Illinois. Went to a friend's house. They had a party, and it was something they always made was boiled peanuts. And I was like, these things are fantastic. Then I moved to Georgia and realized it was completely a Southern thing. And I love boiled peanuts.
Yeah, it's weird to walk into gas stations coming from the Midwest and coming down here, and there's like a ladle out your own boiled peanut thing. You're like, what the hell is that? Wanda with a strange comment here. She said there was a roadside place going towards Elabel? I don't know, one of them, that had chocolate boiled peanuts. It wasn't that bad. It doesn't sound like they were good, though.
So, I mean, it's just like chocolate flavored. They just, instead of like the spice, you put in some like chocolate
just
cocoa or something?
powder. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm honestly still at this point, been here for 7 years. No one has sold me on boiled peanuts. I've tried time and time again. I just can't get into them.
For me, they have to be, I'm not an el dente when it comes to pasta. I like my pasta cooked. El dente is weird to me. And boiled peanuts can be the same way. It's like the texture is weird, so you got to get the sweet spot. You don't want them like mushy, but I don't want them still undercooked. Mm-hmm. So it's finding that sweet spot of when they're done. Lots of salt, a little bit of seasoning is really all I need in mine. I don't need to overdo too much. Lots of salt, a little bit of seasoning, and it's good.
So al dente describes pasta or rice that is cooked to be firm to the bite, or in Italian, to the tooth. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like, my wife is big into that. I don't like my pasta chewy.
Cajun boiled peanuts is where it's at. Chris, you're going to have to point me out to some Cajun boiled peanuts that are worth my time. Maybe I'm just not trying the right ones.
Yeah. There is a place, there's a guy who sells them along, I don't know what road it is. I can't think what road it is. It's like if you're coming down, if you're leaving,
use your words,
coastal from the backside instead of going over to like you're going to go to Victory, kind of go out the back way. There'll be a guy that sells boiled peanuts on that little side road back there, and it's like I keep meaning to stop by because I'm like, they got to be delicious.
Rhett says another Southern thing: put salted roasted peanuts in your Coke. Must be a glass bottle. I've never heard of that.
I've heard of it. I've never tried it, but I have heard of it.
Sean goes, I almost got my wife to eat one when I took her to meet my family in Florida. She went to crack it open and sprayed her with some juice, and she chucked it into the ocean. Well, I mean, once you get bukkakied by a peanut, man, you really don't go back.
No one would really likes it on the
once.
face. Let's be honest.
I've seen lots of videos where that's happened.
I didn't say they liked it.
Nice.
All right, guys, be right back.
Show. Rock 1061.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout?
Nope.
It's time to find out right now. It's time to play some trivia. You can give us a call, 800-394-1061. Whether you win, lose, or draw, we got Shinedown tickets.
That's right. Shinedown's playing Thursday, October 7th in North Augusta at SRP Park. So first person up is going to win themselves some tickets at 1-800-394-1061.
Are you smarter than community college dropout? It's Kotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. Rock 1061 and Connect Savannah. All right, thanks for holding. Hold on 1 second. Give me one more second here. Ever since we rebooted our machine, I forgot to bring this up, so hang tight. Almost there.
Hey, while we have a second, I was thinking the other day, we had a conversation about what things we're elite at.
Right.
Dude, I'm elite at holding burps while talking.
Are you good at that?
I can hold a burp for like a minute
Very
while
impressive.
talking. Dude, and yeah, it's incredible.
All right, Rock 1061. Who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Steven.
Steven, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. You ready to play some trivia?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, who do you want to take on, Kotter or Marshall?
Connor.
All right.
I love it.
All right, good luck, man.
All All right, what's your name again?
Steven?
Steven, all right, man. 7 questions, 60 seconds. We're going to play ourselves some trivia. If for some reason you don't know the answer to one of these questions, feel free to say pass. If there's enough time, we'll come back to it. If not, your time will begin after I ask the first question. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. What famous speech delivered on November 19th, 1863 lasted only 2 minutes?
Pass.
Question number 2. What is the busiest time of year for air travel in the United States? Steven?
New Year's?
Incorrect. Question number 3. What is the only video game franchise originated in the 70s to have thus far generated over $1 billion in revenue? Its multiple choice is it Space Invaders or Frogger?
Space Invaders.
Correct. Question number 4. The Portuguese man of war is a type of what?
Jellyfish.
Correct. Question number 5 is true or false. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union started in 1956. Is that true or false?
False.
Correct. Question number 6. What hormone secreted by the pancreas lowers blood glucose levels in diabetics?
Pass.
And finally, question number 7. What was the first product to have a barcode? It's multiple choice. Was it Tootsie Rolls or Wrigley's Gum?
Gum?
That is correct, and your time is up. All right, Steven, you got 4 out of 7 correct today. Cotter? All right, Steven got 4 out of 7 correct today.
Ah, damn it.
All right, Steven, so what's going to happen is we're going to put you on hold for just a quick moment. Stay on the line with us. And Cotter, we're going to put you to task here. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, question number 1. What famous speech delivered on November 19th, 1863 lasted only 2 minutes?
Gettysburg Address.
That is correct. Question number 2. What is the busiest time of year for air travel in the United States?
Christmas.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Question number 3. What is the only video game franchise originating in the 1970s to have thus far generated over $1 billion in revenue? It's multiple choice.
Okay.
Is it Space Invaders or Frogger?
Space Invaders.
Correct. Question number 4. The Portuguese man of war is a type of what?
Jellyfish.
Correct. Question number 5. It's true or false. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union started in 1956.
True.
Incorrect. Question number 6. What hormone secreted by the pancreas lowers blood glucose levels in diabetics?
Insulin?
That is correct. Question number 7 is multiple choice. What was the first product to have a barcode? Was it Tootsie Rolls or Wrigley's Gum?
Wrigley's Gum.
That is correct. And for the win, Cotter.
Oh, no way.
5-4.
Ooh, Steven, 4 always makes me nervous, man. But thank you for bringing out the best of me. And you got some tickets for Shinedown.
Thank you.
All right, Steven, we'll call you here the next day or so, and we'll hook you up with those Shinedown tickets. Show's not till October, but we'll call you as soon as those are ready.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, dude.
Thanks, Steven.
All right, Kato, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. What famous speech delivered on November 19th, 1863 lasted only 2 minutes? The Gettysburg Address. Question number 2, what is the busiest time of year for air travel in the United States? Thanksgiving. No one wants to travel on Christmas.
Okay, that makes sense.
Question number 3, what is the only video game franchise originating from the 70s to have thus far generated over $1 billion in revenue? Space Invaders.
Yeah, okay. That was the only one that made sense.
Question number 4, the Portuguese man of war is a type of what? Jellyfish. It is false. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union started in 1955, not 1956. Question number 6, what hormone secreted by the pancreas lowers blood glucose levels in diabetics? That would be insulin. And finally, question number 7, what was the first product to have a barcode? That would be Wrigley's Gum.
All right, we're going to do it again tomorrow at 8:30. Your chance to play and win. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Rock 106.1.
I love Chris's comment. Quick, someone go grab Connor. All right, here's what's going to happen. Connor's going
more than you think.
A lot. Even our even our subtitles on our Facebook calls him Connor. It's hilarious. All right, so here's what's going to happen. Connor's going to edit up that audio. It'll be off the stream for about 3-ish minutes, and we'll be right back with what you just heard. All right, guys, back in the studio. Cotter's jumping out. In the meantime, look who showed up.
Good morning.
Mac.
Good morning. What do you mean, look who showed up? I show up every week.
Happy belated birthday. You're 29 now. You put your age on Facebook, so I thought it was okay to tell everyone. Yeah. So you're 29. How do you feel? Feel different? That's what my mom always asks me every birthday. You feel different?
No.
Oof.
My dad asks me the same thing every year. No.
Yep. Raven Dante says, Mac.
Morning.
Okay, so today's a special day for you on Chicks on Dudes. Not only that, tomorrow you're joining us on the show as well.
Yeah.
8 a.m. You promised you'd be here, so you got to show up.
Butt crack of dawn.
Well, it's funny that you bring up
It is for me.
butt cracks because today is
I don't
June
like
9th.
where this is going.
Today is June 9th, so it's 69 Day. Rob Gronkowski's, essentially it's his birthday. Gronk's birthday. So I decided to look up 69 amusing facts that people who laugh at the number 69 every time would laugh at.
Nice.
Okay? So it's funny you bring up butt crack because did you know that a natal cleft is the medical term for your butt cracked?
I'm going to stick with butt crack because I don't think I like the word natal.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm sitting on my natal cleft right now.
Natal?
Natal. Natal. Natal cleft is the medical term for your butt crack, everyone.
Ew,
So heads
cleft
up.
is not good either.
Yeah.
Cleft is worse than natal.
Well, yeah, because you think of cleft lips, but yeah, it's just your natal cleft is your butt crack.
Okay.
It's the thing between your cheeks. So there you go.
All right, this is the world I live in.
Happy 69 Day, guys.
Thank you.
Happy belated Get a Born Day, Mac. Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah. Get a born day.
Butt crack of dawn show or CrossFit. Oh. Cotter, we just learned another fact for 69 Day.
Okay.
A natal cleft is the medical term for your butt crack.
A natal?
Natal cleft.
Cleft. Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's not the word I used. I used ugh.
Okay, guys, currently on the air, you're hearing back, what you guys heard live. We're playing back Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia?
Yep, it's there.
It is definitely there. Thank God. And then obviously we got a break, small break, and then top of the 9 o'clock hour, it is Chicks on Dudes. I guess I should read those. I read them yesterday.
I just printed it out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I read them yesterday, but I completely forgot them. Let's see. Mac, do you want to hear a 69 joke?
I feel like I'm going to hear them regardless today, so by all means, yes. Jake and Mel got me a book of dad jokes to one-up Tim.
Oh.
Did they just
for
steal
my
it?
birthday.
Did they just steal it from?
No, they bought it at Barnes & Noble.
Oh. What do you call a triangle with angles 42 degrees, 69 degrees, and 69 degrees?
What?
A isosceles triangle.
Jesus Christ. That's my favorite one.
That's a good one, right?
That's my favorite one.
Because it included math. Like, I didn't even know where I was going, and I was reading it.
That's my favorite one. Okay, that was funny.
Poor Hefe.
Speaking of our fish, two quick updates. First and foremost, I bought the SpongeBob SquarePants
Oh, cute.
house, right? Okay,
I love that.
And then I bought some algae control to help with the algae. So gotta help. It's kind of getting green in there.
Yeah,
Quick question.
That avocado couldn't get any greener.
Quick question. Will you help feed Hefe while we're on a vacation?
Yes.
Perfect. Are you on vacation in the month of July?
No.
Perfect.
My vacation is not until September.
Okay. So want to prove that?
I think so.
No, I know so.
Wasn't my finest moment.
You guys want to hear another 69 joke?
Oh, God.
My least favorite sexual position is COVID-69. The mask really takes away the sensation. Hilarious. Mac, you like that one?
Yep.
Hey, Cotter, quick heads up on Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia?
Yes.
With that win, you're within one win of me now.
Oh, nice.
You've made a huge comeback.
Nice run.
I'm 23 wins. You're 22 wins.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
I know.
Nice. I was horrible in the beginning.
You were down in the dumps for the first 2.5 months.
It was rough. I had to get back into the swing of trivia. I haven't played in a long time.
That's it. That's the reason we're
I'm
going to go.
back. I'm back.
Let's see. Rhett says you got to get a sucker fish to clean the bowl. Dude, I thought beta fishes had to live alone.
Yeah, I thought so too, or else they'd kill each other.
Yeah.
Or is that 2 beta fish?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's 2 beta fish.
Dude, I will get Hefe a maid. Dude, let's look into this. Let's look into this.
Let's see.
I'm Googling.
Yeah,
Okay,
someone
well, you
Google, can you put a sucker fish in with a regular fish or a beta fish? Dude, what if we got what would Hefe's maid name be?
That's a great question.
French maid, obviously.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Yeah, Rhett goes, it's just 2 beta fishes. Dude, we have to go buy a sucker fish then, right?
Yeah.
Is that they're called sucker fishes?
I don't know. We'll go with that.
Maid fish?
Maid fish.
Just you and I walk into PetSmart like,
Where's the maid fishes?
we would like 1 French maid fish, please.
Are they called? Okay, I may be mispronouncing this.
You are.
Having plecos, Plecos, as a beta companion is generally a good partnership, as the plecos tend to stay out of the beta fish's way.
Polygamy?
No, it's Plecos.
Pesos.
You will often find them at the bottom of the tank and feeding on algae from a piece of driftwood, or in this case, a unicorn avocado.
Oh, I like this.
Well, here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna put SpongeBob SquarePants house in the middle. I was kind of thinking about getting rid of one of those, but now that I think about it, I may just put the house in the way back against the glass, so it's kind of in the background. Like he lives back there and he's partying up front. I think that's what we'll do.
First of all, you said SquarePants.
SquarePants. Well,
that's crowded.
Well, I'm first and foremost, I was speaking French. I'm thinking about French maids, obviously.
Bristle nose plecos.
Thomas goes, you're supposed to change the water in his bowl at least every 2 weeks. Bad landlords. We change it like once a month, just so you know. And we have a carbon filter in there along with a heater. So he is taken care of very nicely.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go buy him a French made fish. What's the name?
Like.
Let me see. Interesting.
Wait, do I just buy one?
I would assume so.
Yeah, because you don't want to outdo it. You don't want to outnumber him. Or then he's definitely going to
You're
attack.
already trying to take up a lot of room with the SpongeBob SquarePants pineapple.
For the
and
ponds.
crowded. I wouldn't put more than 2 more. I wouldn't put more than 1 more fish in there.
All right, Cotter, how much time we got before we jump in here?
We still have plenty of time. We just
Perfect.
hit commercials, so. Oh, nice.
Usually reaching only 5 inches in most species. That's depressing.
For Cotter, that's big.
Don't judge.
1 pleco will do the job just fine, says Rhett. And you are a beta fish connoisseur, man. Look at you.
Ponce.
Ponce.
Gibby. Ponce.
Spelled it with an H. That's accurate.
Ponce.
Oh. Got heated at trivia last night. Not in a bad way. It got heated.
Why?
First of all, it was packed.
Oh, was it?
It was like bad packed. We had 9 teams.
Damn.
Came down to 6.
Okay.
And then we had a tiebreaker, and then we had to do. So the original tiebreakers, whoever.
Yeah, scores the most points.
Mm-hmm, not only did they have the same score, but
Yeah.
they had the same exact points for that round.
Okay.
So I had to call Jake.
Oh, that's what I was looking for.
It was a good time.
Good. Good.
Scout is getting a lot of followers.
Oh, yeah. What's the actual? I was going to check that out and I forgot.
It is his name. Scouting About 2021.
Jesus.
He only has 2 posts.
He says he has a lot of How many followers does your dog have?
Well, I say that. He has 31 followers.
Hey, dog's really blowing up, huh?
So there are multiple Scouting About accounts. I know. I'm just saying.
Oh.
There are multiple.
He's saying your name's unoriginal.
Yes.
Well,
Kinda
I
what was
couldn't think of one. I'm not good with originality when it comes to social media.
There we go.
Oh, that's good. You're only in radio.
Follow.
I said social media. I don't need your negativity today, all right?
Am I being negative?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was a negative comment.
You shouldn't take it so personally. It's your birthday. It's your
No,
birthday
it's
week.
not.
It's your birthday week.
I don't do that.
In the event of a tie, throw a knife in between them and fight to the death. I love that one,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to trivia.
I like it. I think that's frowned upon.
Who ended up winning?
Bar champs. So 2 guys at the bar.
Okay, it's usually down between them and the other team still, right?
2-time losers
Yeah.
won the first place, and then between
Oh,
the
okay,
tie.
it's a tie, but in second.
Yeah.
Oh, because they switched up prizes, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other team was like, "There's not a third place prize." I said, "I wish there were." I said, "This is the bad part about the
It
job."
used to not be a second place prize.
Poor people.
It happens. All right, so yeah, we still have like 7 minutes.
Cool.
We're just now hitting, getting out of spots and everything.
All right, guys. Here, actually, I need to run and talk to Aaron real quick before we start to.
Okay.
Sorry.
I've acquired an item.
Oh, okay. You got the item?
Yes.
Perfect. I was just checking. I'm good. All right, guys. Coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to be doing Chicks on Dudes. The 69 edition. I'm kidding. It's not 69 edition. It would actually be funny if all the questions were just about 69. Let's see. Any more 69? Yeah, dude, I've got some 69 jokes. Sorry, guys. We were just getting ready for our stuff we have coming up. Let's do this. This one. The position of 69 should be replaced by 96. With the economy as it is, the cost of eating has gone up.
Oh God!
Okay, second favorite.
All right, that was good.
I like that one.
What was your first favorite?
The Isosceles.
Isosceles,
Okay.
yeah. Mac, I said this one earlier this morning. What comes after 69? Mouthwash.
Hope it's more than just mouthwash.
Queen Elizabeth ascended to the throne 69 years ago today. When asked for comment, Boris Johnson replied, "Nice."
Glad I don't live in the 3000 building at my apartment complex. So people have sent out emails saying, please stop letting your dogs use the bathroom in the elevators
Oh, no.
in the 3000 buildings. And now they're out of order. Irresponsible. Scout would never.
Thomas just dropped a 69 joke in the chat. Why is 77 better than 69? Because you get 8 more. Get it? Get it? Ah. Sorry, guys. The type of lowbrow comedy you're going to get today on the 69 show.
These are gross.
They are gross. Speaking of, how about this? I got some facts that only people who giggle at the number 69 would enjoy. So, how about
Mac
this?
will hate these.
Mac will probably hate these.
Not necessarily.
How about this? This is 100% a fact. Neil Armstrong may have been the first man on the moon, but Buzz Aldrin.
Balls.
I already like this.
That's it. That's it.
Pots and balls.
Hunts. Am I having a stroke today? All right. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Neil Armstrong may have been the first man on the moon, but Buzz Aldrin was the first man to pee on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fun fact. There you go.
Wait, so what? Okay. Sorry, it wouldn't have necessarily had to have literally stepped on the moon in order to be the first to pee on it, I guess, right?
Here's another.
What they do, stop, say, oh, I got to take a piss. You go ahead.
I would have really got her.
Just let her go. She's working it out. It's fine.
She'll run out of steam. She'll fall asleep. All right, one more. We have 69 facts that only people who giggle at the number 69 will enjoy. Here's another fact for you. Termites fart more than any other animal. Some scientists even think termites fart might contribute to global warming, although others dispute this claim. There you go. Stupid. Is that why you can hear termites so well?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe instead of the chewing, it's actually just them farting. Yeah.
Okay, I need to go blow my nose.
All right, guys. Thanks again for hanging out with us this morning. Kotter Marshall live stream. Live. Coming up here in just a few moments, we have Chicks on Dudes. That we're going to wrap the show up with Marshall's music news. Got 3 stories for you. And then that's it for a beautiful Wednesday. What's coming up on Thursday? Oh, I'm quizzing you in the face.
Yes.
I've already written the game. I wrote it on Monday.
Yeah,
so I'm way ahead of the curve.
Early.
So way ahead of the curve when it comes to that. What else do we have going
We've
on?
got Hefe and Mac will be in tomorrow at 8 for watermelon and mustard.
What's wrong with you?
That hand sanitizer stinks so bad.
Oh, I can
Smells like
smell it.
Tequila.
Yeah, straight up.
Take a shot.
Smells like Fruit Loops from
Yeah,
afar.
it got weirdly alcohol-y. Now it's fruity. Yeah. Are you going to a rock show? What's up with all the beads and the necklace? What's going on with you? Is this what 29 looks like for you? You're just some rocker? Are you trying to be
I decided to look decent today.
You just a rocker chick now?
No.
Trying to just because you show up on the rock channel, I mean, just suddenly a rocker chick?
Because I wear a leather bracelet, I'm a rock chick now.
Kinda, yeah.
Just missing the eyeliner.
All right, guys, got about 90 seconds.
Mom would say, "I'm so proud of you,"
Wait, why would she be so proud of you?
because I put makeup on.
Oh, okay.
I wore something other than jeans and a t-shirt.
She's so supportive.
I'm mad at her today.
Why are you mad at your mom? You got a minute. Tell us.
She decided to tell me that Friends is coming out with a cruise next May, and I want to save up for it. And I said, that's like 5 to 8 remotes for me between now and May. I could do that. She said, oh my God, I can't believe you're going to get upset. I said, you're the one that told me about it. So I'm mad.
So
She made me feel stupid.
is the cast going to be on this
Nope,
cruise?
it's just a Friends themed cruise.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Gunther will be there. He's got nothing going on.
Oh God, he looked rough in that.
He
reunion.
really did. I did not recognize him.
No.
If they would have said, "Hey, what guy is this on Friends?" I'd be like,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I had to look really, really close.
Which guy?
Gunther, the guy that worked at the coffee shop. He was just an extra,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, he was on the entire run basically.
He was always at the coffee shop.
He was an extra who knew how to make coffee. So they
Yeah.
basically that's how he got the role, and he had a crush on Jennifer Aniston's character the entire show.
The entire.
Wild.
Yeah, I know, crazy stuff.
No life, Marshall.
Hey, just heads up. I do have your mom's personal email address.
No.
All right, guys, be right back.
Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream this morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. We're joined in studio by Mac from Bob 1069. Good morning, Mac.
Good morning.
Morning, Mac.
Morning.
Here for Chicks on Dudes. If you ever have a question for Mac, all you got to do is email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Now, yesterday was your birthday.
29, Mac.
29.
Yeah.
I mean, we missed, wishing you a happy birthday yesterday because you conveniently showed up right when the show's over.
Yeah, we were going to sing you happy birthday, but I think we're against that now, right? It's not her birthday anymore.
Yeah, I know. We don't want to sing to her now.
Right.
She doesn't deserve it. But we wanted to say happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're at
Happy
least
birthday.
getting that
Appreciate
out of us.
29 years old. Whew.
The last year of my 20s
Single, living in an apartment, just
with a dog.
with a dog that has his own
Don't forget
Instagram
him.
account.
Yes, he does.
We'll talk more about that tomorrow when you're
Yeah.
on the show. All right, we're here for Chicks on Dudes. It's an opportunity for you guys to ask Mac a question that maybe you can't ask somebody face to face. We'll keep you anonymous. Mac will do her best to answer said question. So here we go, Mac. You ready for question number 1?
Yes.
All right, morning chicks. What's the worst and best thing about being female.
I'll go ahead and field this one first, Cotter. I mean, because we're all chicks when this segment happens.
Segment, yeah.
Fine. You know what, Mac? Yes, it was your birthday yesterday. You can go first.
Okay, the worst thing is that I think females are expected to be a certain way. I feel like that's always been the case.
Okay.
But in this situation, yeah, it's just I don't know. I think they are pressured more to be a certain way. I feel like social media has a lot to do with that.
Sure.
But although people are just rude and horrible anyways, so maybe that has something to do with it. The best thing about being a female, I think you can get away with a lot more.
Okay. Like, how so?
Like paying cover or free drinks or free app or, I don't know, a speeding ticket.
Have you gotten out of a speeding ticket?
No.
Okay. Well, you just said it like
I'm not that attractive.
you said it like I showed some leg and I got out of a ticket. So
I got out of a speeding ticket because of who I was dating at the time, not because of.
Did he show some leg and get out of the ticket?
I don't know. It's none of my business.
I once heard a song that said, "Man, it feels good to be a woman." Is that true?
Shania Twain, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to follow. I just wanted to ask that question. I've never asked that question
It's
before.
a fair question.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing about being Cotter females for you and me, I mean, I think it's our sex appeal. People find us sexier during the segment. So
Yeah,
I would
it's
say
way sexier.
For us, for being females, once again, only during the segment, I think that's the best thing. It's a sex appeal for us.
Yes, I can't disagree with that. I mean, my wife is very turned on once I get home after the segment. So there you go.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
it works.
And the worst thing for us, for being females, we are judged harshly on our clothing choices every day. Specifically during the segment, we had a fashionista in this past Friday, and she really took us to task.
Yeah,
I mean, she was brutal with her honesty. So I think that's the best and worst things for us.
For worst, I would just say the facial hair. It really kind of gets in the way.
Yeah. All right, let's do another question here, Cotter. Question number 2 from our fine fan base. Good morning, chicks. I'm proposing on an international vacation with a pricey ring. Besides the obvious excitement, is there too much nervousness of losing or damaging the ring on vacation? Mac, how do you feel about this? Would you, if you got proposed to on an international vacation, would you wear the ring the entire time? Would you just keep it safely in like a safe or somewhere on you? Because, I mean, this ring is quite pricey.
Me being me, I wouldn't wear it. I would only wear it for picture purposes, and then like, okay, I got to put this thing back in the box and in my pocket because it's not going anywhere. Like I don't want it to get scratched. I don't want it to get lost. I don't want it to get stolen. I don't want it to get sold. So yeah, I'm keeping that guy on me. I'm just not going to wear it.
Yeah, he actually states in this email, he goes, the ring is very valuable. So leaving it at Airbnbs is probably not the safest thing either. So,
Yeah, no, it's
So you
not.
think keeping it on you is the best choice?
I think so.
Okay. I would get real nervous.
Yeah, I'd be nervous about it. Now, in my opinion, if you're going to propose, it should not be a shock to your significant other. It should be something you could discuss.
What?
I mean, when you do it, I think could be the surprise.
That's the shock.
That's the surprise. You know, if it's going to happen, I think both parties should be aware of this, you know, just for, obvious reasons if the other does not want it to happen. So banking on that, and assuming they've had this conversation, I don't even know if I'd bring the ring. I mean, if you're that scared of losing it, and I mean, bring a picture, do whatever. I mean, my wife helped me pick out her ring, so she knew what the ring was kind of going to be.
Well, she's the alpha in the relationship. Of course,
she is. Yeah. But I mean, but she knew. So I don't even know if you bring the ring. You can propose without it. The ring's coming. Make the proposal happen.
Or, okay, so just in case she already thinks that, okay, this extravagant trip, unless you got it like that and y'all go on extravagant trips all the time, kudos to you. And she thinks that you're proposing to her. Don't bring the ring. Wait till you get home. Get her hopes up about it. She's going to get ticked off. But as you're unpacking, like as she turns around, be on one knee. Like that.
She's going to be, I mean, if she's going into the vacation, though, expecting it to happen.
Well, then you shouldn't be so expecting of things.
Oh, my Lord.
I gave my wife no heads up I was proposing to her.
You guys hadn't talked about it?
We didn't talk about it.
Are you serious?
No.
Wow.
It's supposed to be like a surprise.
Nah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, my wife knew I was going to propose. We had talked about it, but I never.
Right, because she told you to propose to her. Once again, she's the alpha.
No, I don't disagree with that. She's definitely the man of the relationship. But no, I mean, she didn't know when. She thought it was going to happen like months after it actually did. So I don't know. I think it's polite.
I think it needs to be discussed, but I don't think you need to discuss. Okay, so on this date at this time,
no,
it's going to happen.
She had no idea when. The only thing she told me was, "Don't do it in front of people. I don't want a crowd when it happens."
It's because she thought your performance wouldn't live up to.
Probably.
Right. Oh, she's seen so much of it.
Yeah,
she'd probably get very disappointed.
I'm the same way though. I wouldn't want it to be. I'm not a PDA person. I don't want other people that, especially I don't know, knowing my business.
Center court basketball game.
I
I've
don't
seen
want
so many
that.
of
No.
those turn out so well.
Will you marry me? No. Get up.
All right. We've got one more question for Mac. We're going to do that next. This is Chicks on Dudes. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Latest from Five Finger Death Punch. It's Darkness Settles In. Rock 106.1.
In front of all those people?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, of course.
I do want somebody, like a photographer that
Like a warm body. You just want someone alive.
Well,
You're not doing a good job of it right now. I'll say that.
That's all her mom wants at this point in time.
That's all Mom wants at this point.
Can he be alive?
No, I would want like a mutual person, like somebody in photography that we both know in the background taking pictures of it, because I would like to see, oh, well, I could have done that better. But I don't want people there to see it.
Yeah, that was the only thing my wife said. She's like, I just, I want it to be a private thing between us. I'm like, fair enough. So.
Same.
Did anyone walk in during the experience? We had to hold off.
No. So we were doing a play. I wrote a play, and I used the money that we made from the show to buy the ring. And then the last night, I invited her family and my family and a bunch of her friends over because there was a bar underneath the theater. So once the show was done, they all went down to the bar, and we were cleaning up the stage, and I proposed on the stage, and everybody was downstairs at the bar
I like
waiting.
that story. How did yours go?
I'll share mine in just a moment. Andrew just shared. He goes, I literally tossed the ring at my wife one night and said, catch. And he goes, she still said yes.
That's awesome. Well played.
I like that, though. It's
That's
random
fun.
and out of nowhere.
That's fun.
I like that.
Could you imagine if she dropped it?
No.
Fell down a well.
I was going to say down a hole of some sort.
No, I did not tell my wife I was going to be proposing to her. We were dating for 3 years at that point.
You guys hadn't talked about marriage, or?
No.
Okay.
No. And then, so I went and bought a Thor costume from a local Halloween store that was open up like all year long in Vegas. And then we would go buy comic books like every Saturday. Every other Saturday, we'd go pick up comic books because we had a pull box at a place called Maximum Comics, still open in Las Vegas. They have 4 locations, or 3 now, whatever. And I just told the owner, who I was friends with, I was like, hey, I'm going to come propose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in. I'm going to say I have to use the restroom, which I never have ever in this place.
Right.
And they don't have a restroom open to the public.
Right.
So I'm going to say I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to go back. I'm going to change. I'm going to come out, and I'm going to propose. And then he let his guys know that was going to happen, and they took pictures for us.
I've seen a
on
picture.
their cell phone. Yeah,
I've
so
seen a picture.
we have a picture up in our house of that moment. That's how that turned out. Yeah.
That's cool.
She had a tropical smoothie in one hand, and I was putting a ring on the other.
Nice.
So
Very cool.
easy as that.
I need to get back into my comic book collecting.
Oh, more importantly, did you ever frame those stamps that your father sent you?
Not yet. I haven't gotten the right frame for it.
Well, that's exactly the reason why no one started dating you yet.
What type of frame does these stamps require?
Like, not a black frame. Okay, it's out there and it's probably easy accessible, but I just haven't gotten to go get it yet.
Fair enough.
Black frame. It's got the white background and then the stamps in the middle, so it has that border. Yeah, I need 2 of those.
Yeah, wow.
I'm
Still
just
single.
lazy.
That's still crazy.
I just don't like going outside of my house. Unless it's for work.
That could be the dating problem right there.
Yeah,
Just
well,
throwing it out there.
It
Good
could
Lord.
be.
Let's see. Brad randomly says she's so hot.
There you
Mac,
Okay.
she is single. Heads up, Brad.
Shut up.
Brad's wearing it looks like he's wearing a do-rag, kind of a
that's
deal right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he ride a bike?
Maybe. Charles says, I did not propose to Miss Taylor. We just had a discussion about merging our debts. And 10 days later, we were in a courthouse in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Very nice.
I think that happened in the 3rd season of Game of Thrones. We just combined our debts.
You're right.
I made it to the 3rd season of Breaking Bad this morning.
Congratulations.
We got about 30 seconds.
All right, got one more question for Mac. Kind of flipped the script on Chicks on Dudes because our first question was so short.
Yeah.
Guess we should have put that in the middle. Whatever.
It's all good.
We'll do one more question with Mac, and then we'll send Mac on her way. She'll join us again tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll explain why she's coming in
we'll
at the end of this break.
Yeah. All right, guys, be right back.
Show Rock 1061.
It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Max in studio from Bob 1069. We've got Chicks on Dudes. If you have a question for Mac, you can hit us up via the email kmshow@rock1061.com. All right, Mac, final question of the morning. Chicks! I recently found out that there's a general opinion among some people my age in my small town that I'm a floozy, even though I'm a virgin and I've not kissed many people.
Oh.
It kind of got to me. I don't get why anyone would say that about me. Have any of you struggled with being called such things?
A floozy?
How did you get that name? I'm just asking.
It's just rumors. Rumors can run rampant.
Maybe somebody, propositioned her and she denied said proposition, and then he started a rumor because he was upset and mad. I don't know. Anything could happen. It's a small town.
I don't think I ever got called a floozy, but I definitely was. I mean, dude, just running around the small land of Central Illinois, I would say I was a bit of a floozy, but I never got called one in any sort of social media. Social media wasn't exactly very big. It didn't really start until I was just out of high school. Like MySpace was hitting the moment I got out of high school. So thank God. There was no social media before. I
miss MySpace.
Mac, did you ever have anything in regards to this ever happen to you?
I was never called a floozy, but I hung out with a lot of floozies, if that makes it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like.
So you're a floozy nurturer.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So how did they handle it? I mean, so if you had friends that may have fit that category, did people call them that, and how did they handle the situation?
Oh, they kind of embraced it.
Okay.
It hurt me there for a second, and then I lost all of my friends. I don't like this story. I lost all my friends my senior year of high school, and I don't talk to many of them at all anymore.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And then I got the heck out.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a small town. It's to be expected in a small town.
You were like a floozy midwife or a doula.
I was just hanging out with people who I thought were cool at the time, which was a mistake by me.
Yeah. Actually, as a grown man, I would actually prefer to be like a floozy midwife. I think that would be an awesome job. Here's my job. I hang out with girls who maybe are living that floozy lifestyle. I just make sure they're safe. I'm essentially their bodyguard.
So you're their pimp.
Yeah. No, don't you? I just help them out along the way. And then they can look at me and be like, is this a good idea? I'm like, he's like a 3. Max, you've been drinking too much. I get him a new drink, and they just pay me for that. I think I want to be a floozy midwife, dude.
I think
pimp.
That's a pimp.
No, it's not a pimp.
Do you walk with a cane?
Yes. Well, I have a bad hip. It runs in the family.
A fuzzy top hat?
Well, I do own one of those, but I wouldn't wear it every night.
Can you please bring that in tomorrow? Please.
Possibly. We're buying an eye patch for Tim, but that's another story.
Yeah, it's a whole other story.
I'm just saying, I think that would be a great job.
It'd be interesting if you can make that happen. Let me know. We'll see how that goes.
See, I'll tell you what the hourly pay is.
So what do we tell this girl? I mean, you just unfortunately sometimes in a small town you have to suck it up.
Yeah.
I mean that's
You're not there forever.
No. Keep that in mind. If you can get out when you get to a point, do it. But yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I grew up in a small town. Marshall grew up in a small town. I mean, we all get it. Sometimes you just got to deal with it.
You were never called a floozy?
No, I wasn't that cool.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, Paul, you kiss one cousin, you kiss them all, right, Kotter?
Hey, you know what? Keep it in the family.
Hey.
If you have a question for Mac, kmshow@rock1061.com. Now, Mac is going to be back tomorrow.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Matt, you found something on TikTok, some weird TikTok challenge that involves watermelon and mustard?
Yes.
Okay, why?
I don't know.
So
I want to try it out.
So Lizzo made this famous, the pop singer Lizzo, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you just randomly texted me one day with, hey, I'll eat watermelon and mustard on the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting.
I wasn't saying, like, let's do this. I was saying, hey, this is just an idea, running it by you. And then you said, okay.
Done.
It sounds like the kind of content we need on the Kotter and Marshall show. So we're going to have that tomorrow at 8 a.m. Mac is going to rejoin the show. We're very excited about this. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Mac, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere, because on the stream, if you want to get on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, we have a presentation for you.
Oh. It's a PowerPoint.
I'm scared.
It only lasts 30 minutes.
Are they the words? I don't like it in bold and italicized.
So you can't go anywhere. You want to know what's going to happen next, follow the stream, hop on now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We got Marshall's music news around the corner. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
There better not be sound effects to say words.
Ooh, sound effect. That is a great idea. So we will be doing, so that's a certain bit we're going to do later this summer.
Okay.
But not right now. Cotter has been working on something special along with Aaron, along with me.
I was going to say it was more you and Aaron.
So this was first done by Aaron. So in the hallway, we have some amazing art done with every single personality here at Dig Broadcasting. And obviously you joined us in January, and we thought the wall would not be complete without a picture of Mac. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Oh, I'm scared.
Cotter, do you want to reveal first to the stream and then show Mac?
Yeah, I'll close my...
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Here we go. Here's the stream. So there it is.
Saying?
I mean, it's going to take a while to comment. So there we go. That's what we've got.
Okay, and then Mac.
Okay. Now, some people love theirs.
Yeah.
Some not so much.
Right.
So we're hoping this goes well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one I think is great.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay, yeah. Oh, it looks just... Oh, well. Yeah, it looks just like me. I like it. You got the eye color perfectly.
There you go.
There we go.
We put makeup on you so your mom would appreciate
be
it.
proud.
Thank
yeah.
you.
So
Mama Margaret would.
We got.
So now technically I always do have makeup on.
So there you go.
Oh, I love that.
So that's going to go
hung in the hallway.
That's
That
going to
is
go.
cool.
And then I think we have an extra one that you can have. It's just for your
Oh,
own.
that's really cool.
Yeah. So there you go. You're now part of the animated wall here at Dig
I
Broadcast.
love it. Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah, go for it.
That's cool.
It'll be $5.
Mom said, I love it. God bless you, stalker.
See you, Thomas. Have a good day. If you're still there.
The words on the soundboard sounds like a good time. Oh, yeah. I know, right? Yeah, so what we're going to do this summer, it's probably going to be, I would think July or August. We're going to do the Book of Mac, and we're going to find out and go over the words that Mac does enjoy. And then, yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good idea. We should actually associate each word with a noise. I know that'll be a little extra work on us, but we should definitely do that, Cotter. That's a great idea.
We could do that.
Yeah. Great. Actually, that idea came from Mac.
It came from, I need to shut my mouth.
You set yourself up.
I really like this picture.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Mama Margaret, a.k.a. Miss Robinson, says Charles.
Oh, shoot. I was supposed to text Aaron when we did that. Should we redo it for Aaron?
Do you want to? Yeah, let's pretend like we're doing it the first time.
You mean act like I never saw it?
Hopefully he was just watching the stream and he saw it.
No, maybe. I totally forgot.
Oops. Man, I gotta take a picture because Snapchat's stupid. Sorry. Ta-da. I mean, I need to work on my makeup abilities. That contour is awesome. Look at the blush and the eyeliner. That is so cool.
Totally forgot to text. She loved it. You can rewatch the stream.
Oh, man.
Totally forgot.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? I want to be there.
I'll cut out that little piece and send it directly to him when I get home today.
Shit. All right, guys. What's the story you doing first? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't remember the stories I'm doing. I think I'm going to go with the Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters first. Wanda says, I was accused of being a floozy. I prefer to hang out with the guys because the girls were bitches and whined all the time.
That was my story at the end of my high school career. I ended up hanging out with just guys because they're just a lot better to get along with and there's no drama. So.
And Wanda goes, I still prefer to this day. I can't deal with drama.
I love Wanda. Wanda's my favorite.
Wanda's awesome.
All right, guys. Coming up next, Marshall's music news. Then after that, we have our managers meeting. I have not written down any of my top 5. I think I'm just gonna wing it. I think I'm just gonna just go in there and.
Well, let's see.
I've already gotten 1 text message and 2 emails in regards to our show from our boss this morning when he knows I'm on the air. So yeah, doing good.
Jake's not here. Stacy's not here.
Oh,
so it's gonna be a very short and condensed meeting. I think.
Me, you, and Mia, and Mike.
Yeah, and Tim on the. Tim and Julian on the phone.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be nice and quick. All right, first story is going to come up is about the Foo Fighters. They are going to be reopening Madison Square Garden, so we're going to talk about that.
Love that.
Kid Rock dropped a homophobic slur at a bar in Tennessee. Who would have thought that? He was at Fish Lips Bar and Grill in Smithville, Tennessee. Fish Lips. And then Rocklahoma got announced, and we briefly talked about it on the stream yesterday, but I think, personally, Welcome to Rockville slays Rocklahoma. Yeah. Rocklahoma sucks compared to Welcome to Rockville. So we got the good one this year, guys.
Did you watch that video I sent you yesterday of John Christ?
Yes, I watched like half of it while I was driving around.
You can only watch so much of it before it's going.
Mm-hmm. So that guy is a YouTuber who is now touring the United States.
Yes.
In a comedy show.
Yes.
And he's coming to Savannah.
Yes.
And you want to go see him.
Yes.
Really?
I think it's hilarious. He does other videos other than that one.
Oh, okay. Cam just hit us up. He goes, my top 5. Let's hear it, bro. Hit us up. Yeah, so is it John Sist?
No.
What's his name?
Sist. John Christ.
John Christ.
Is he a comedian?
He used to do like a lot of Christian comedy stuff, but now it's gotten.
He realized he couldn't make money.
Well, you said it, honey. So.
But yeah, apparently he's coming to the Civic Center.
Yeah.
Johnny Mercer, and he's doing a show there. And Mac hit me up. She's like, "Can we get tickets to this?" I'm like,
"Please."
I don't know. Will they hit us up and purchase our radio stations to promote his show? If so, then maybe.
I'll give away the tickets.
To me.
To myself.
Well.
So there you go.
Guy's funny.
I love not having to write trivia very often. It's fantastic. Keep picking me, guys. I'm fine with it.
I've actually been I've been good. So every time my trivia gets eclipsed, which just happened today, I write like 3 games at a time. Yeah. So I usually only have to do it like
I get that.
Once every 2 weeks.
I work ahead occasionally, but usually it's a morning of sort of thing.
Or the evening.
That's happened.
Well, you didn't necessarily write them yesterday evening.
No, there was
the material.
It was written. No, they were written. No, it was funny because I was actually the last 2 weeks I've been really ahead of it, and I've gotten all 3 games done way early, and then I just for whatever reason just slipped on the printing them out. So other than that, we're ready. I mean, I had everything for Bob done. He got all 3 of his because he's filling in for Jake, or he filled in for Jake last night, so he had all 3 of his things on Monday. So just forgot about Tuesday.
I'm very scared about bingo tonight.
Bingo's easy. Bingo's way easier than trivia just because there's no way for people to really complain. You know, with trivia, somebody can argue with an answer or argue with something. Bingo, it's just like, dude, it's B13. Sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, the people out at Tubby's are super nice. I mean, they love Jake. But, I mean, I think... they love Jake, so you'll be fine.
That's a great way to put it.
I've been out there.
The bar's low.
2 out of the past 3 Wednesdays, and they seem pretty nice.
Yeah, they're nice. I mean, it's been, god dang. I used to host that 1.5 years ago. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the same people, if any of the same people are there or not. But Tubby's is cool. I like that place.
My high brain just hit, and I was like, yo, is that a pot leaf on top of SpongeBob SquarePants' house? I understand it's a pineapple, but
I wouldn't.
They added like a few extra leaves in, like right here. But I mean, there's a pot leaf, guys.
You can't tell me the guy who came up with SpongeBob did it sober.
No,
all right, Cam just hit up his top 5. Here we go. number one, I've got interviews for my position today.
We got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It must be weird to interview someone to take your job. That's
not
weird.
awkward.
Can you do what I do? Can you do it better?
Got to find somewhere for my parents to stay in 2 weeks. Ugh. Hotel, anywhere. If it's my parents, it's far away from me. We'll finish your top 5 in 2 seconds.
Yep, we'll be right back.
Kotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. It is the Kotter and Marshall show, and it's time for Marshall's music news.
So the Foo Fighters announced just yesterday they are officially going to be reopening Madison Square Garden for the very first time in nearly 500 days to a full capacity show. Now, they announced this very last minute, and they're welcoming everyone back for what Dave says. Sorry, it's right here. Get ready. He goes, what he says is, you need to get ready for a long ass night of screaming our heads off together to 26 years of the Foos. Now, once again, this is the first full capacity show in Madison Square Garden in almost over a year and a half. Now, guests must have proof of a full COVID-19 vaccination. The final dose has to be 14 days before the event. So just a heads up there. And tickets go on sale this coming Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Once again, it's going to be a historic Madison Square Garden show because this is the first one in almost a year and a half, and the first one of the Foo Fighters' 26-year anniversary shows.
Now, they've been known to do monster shows anyway. So if they're given kind of free reign at Madison Square Garden for the first show back, I mean, I bet that thing's just epic.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Madison Square Garden. It's not the largest arena in the world. I hope they would do something like In the Round because, I mean,
dude, that'd be cool.
There's so much room there to do some cool stuff. So once again, Foo Fighters, their very first show back from the pandemic is going to be happening here very shortly over at Madison Square Garden.
All right, a couple more stories to go. Marshall's Music News. Here are the Foo Fighters, My Hero, Kotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
Yeah, Charles must be vaccinated. Yeah, that's their rule. New York was obviously hit with, I think, COVID a lot worse, obviously, than Georgia. So maybe that's just one of the things they're doing. I don't know.
I wonder how they'll go about doing that, though. Like, do they check your cards?
Probably
or...
just check the card.
It says you must give proof, so I'm guessing you have to have some sort of card.
Yeah, bring the card with you.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. You could probably show them someone else's card and write your name over it with on a sticky if you really wanted to
Bump
go.
fake IDs, fake COVID vaccination cards. I am not giving anybody any ideas.
Yeah, but that show's coming up on June 20th. Like, it literally is.
Wow.
It's 11 days.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to finish Cameron's top 5.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Number 3, get some good beers on tap for the week. I appreciate that. 4, double check inventory. 5, plan my vacation. Oh, back to number 1. Cam's leaving the tap house, obviously, with number 1, which is very sad for us. We love Cam. He's been essentially the institution of the Savannah Tap House down on Broughton Street.
Yes.
So definitely before. Cam, when's your last day at the Tap House? Get down to the Savannah Tap House, Broughton Street. Show respects to the man that is Cameron Cross. Now, is he going anywhere? Where's he going? Can you say?
Yes. I don't know if is it public knowledge yet, Cam? I don't want to say anything if it's not.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Chris goes, I think New York has an app for the whole vaccine thing. Oh, okay. There you go.
June 27th.
June 27th is Cam's last day. So here you go, guys. Go see Cam Cross. He's down there all the time before June 27th at Savannah Tap House. Pay the respects to Cam. We can't say where he's going yet. But is he staying in the area? I believe he's staying in the area.
Sure. I don't know what can and can't be said. I feel so much pressure now. I don't want to ruin it.
Well, I think you can tell him geographically he'll be close to us.
Yes, there we go. I'm okay with that. Yes.
Let's go with that.
Yes, Cam said yeah. All right, we got about a minute 45. Get to story number 2.
This is very funny. There's this picture, which is a great picture.
Well, let's show it off. Let's show everyone.
We'll scroll up to the next picture after that one.
So here's a picture of our buddy Jake Thompson and his fiance. Beautiful. beautiful lady.
Nope, not
Whoa.
that one. The other way.
Whoa.
That was weird.
That was very sexual. Oh, what is that?
Okay, what is it?
And then there's this picture. He's like palming her chest like a basketball.
Roping her? What's he doing?
I don't know. Why is he? Hold on. Let's just get a close up. This is our buddy Jake Thompson. There's your afternoon host on Bob 106.9. And then this is his wife's reaction to that.
That's the look she has, I think, most of the time when looking at Jake. I think
like they're reenacting the whole.
he's showing off the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like women do entirely too much.
I don't know if he
Never
wants
mind,
me to
that's
say
just
his
my opinion.
fiance's name on the air, so I won't. Or
That's
even on
fine.
the stream. So she's a nice lady.
She is a nice lady.
Nice lady. But yeah, so Jake Thompson, absolutely terrifying. Terrifying man, especially with that picture.
That picture was great.
Was he slapping her like Ric Flair there? He wasn't making the woo
That's true.
with his mouth, so
That's funny. All right, be right back.
The Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Story number 2 of Marshall's music news.
Oh, Kid Rock is up to his crazy antics again. Well, it seems the singer wasn't feeling the fact that audience members at the Fish Lips Bar and Grill in Smithville, Tennessee, was whipping out their phones after asking after they got asked not to, and they started taking video. When he noticed, he started barking out, "F your iPhone, yeah." And then he said a homophobic slur after that, which obviously we won't get into. Fans recorded that, posted it on all sorts of social medias, and people are not exactly happy with Kid Rock because it's not the first time he's like verbally attacked people and booze-fueled rants. He was trying to sing, and he told everyone to take their phones, and then he motioned towards his crotch, and he goes, "Film this and place this on the internet." So
Okay, fair
I
enough.
just think old man Kid Rock maybe should take some time away from the stage. Get himself sorted out.
He does seem grumpy.
He is so grumpy over this last 2 years. I mean,
yeah.
just with the pandemic and everything else going on, his bar in Tennessee got fined, and he was very mad about that.
Yeah.
And I think he's actually been kicked off stage more than one time over the last couple of years. So Kid Rock's had a tough go, but now he's throwing out homophobic slurs at his gigs at Fish Lips Bar and Grill in Smithville, Tennessee.
I thought he was getting close to being done touring or performing. His back issue or something? Did I read that somewhere?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I thought I read somewhere at one point in time he was just going to kind of be done with that side of it because of it, like his back or something.
I mean, I still like Kid Rock's music. I mean, for the most part, Kid Rock has put out some great stuff over the last couple decades. But yeah, with these new rants, and it's weird to live in a it's weird to live in a world where social media captures all of our favorite stars in moments they probably don't want to be captured in, because obviously cancel culture and just the judging of people is so much easier when you catch people in moments they don't expect to be caught in. This moment right here, everyone was told not to have their iPhones out. The moment someone breaks out an iPhone, he reacted very badly. So not trying to make excuses for the dude. Obviously, what he said is not a great thing ever to say. So there you go, Kid Rock. Who knows? The next time we'll hear from him, probably in jail.
All right, we got one more story to go before we wrap up the show. More of Marshall's music news coming up next. Rock 1061.
Good Lord, Kid Rock, dude. Here's the thing. I like Kid Rock.
I don't mind it.
Growing up, man. I mean, I listen to all of his albums.
I don't even mind. It's like some of the newer stuff. He like turned into a cross between Bob Seger and John Mellencamp. Mm-hmm. It didn't get a lot of play on the radio, but I mean, it was just this weird. I'm a 70s, 80s, kind of classic rock guy now, and some of it really worked, and I didn't mind it. It was kind of cool and different. But yeah, he's really grumpy.
He came out on the tail end of the new metal stuff. American sad ass.
Well played, Nathan. Well played.
Hey, he came out on the tail end of the new metal trend. So like Limp Bizkit and Korn and everyone. Like he came out and kind of like took some of their sound with some of like the turntable stuff.
I mean, he was a big hip hop guy.
Yeah. And then he had Joe C. Remember Joe C?
Oh, remember Joe C?
Rest in peace, Joe C. And the moment he lost Joe C, he turned. That was forever ago. But yeah, good Lord, Kid Rock, man. Good Lord. All right, you have everything lined up for the show tomorrow? What you going to say?
Yep.
Right, cool. American sad ass.
That is.
Let me
funny.
down. I'm so sad. I'm a clown.
Yeah. Raven Dantes agrees with you, Marshall.
Yeah, it was a turning point for Kid Rock.
Yeah.
All right, one last story, guys, we're going to get to with Marshall's Music News, and then we're wrapped for the day. We'll obviously see you guys back tomorrow starting at 6 a.m. Rocklahoma was announced yesterday, returning to Oklahoma, in case you're wondering where was that. The Rocklahoma name didn't give it away for you, but we have the lineup happening early September. I guess it's happening, that's Labor Day weekend, isn't it?
Oh, is that when it was? I don't remember the date.
It's September 3rd through 5th. Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend.
One of the very few things you'd go to Oklahoma for.
I mean, what's in Oklahoma? The Thunder?
Yeah.
The basketball team? What else? The Greenwood Zoo from Tiger King?
Oh, yeah.
There's no tigers there anymore. I think they took all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven through Oklahoma 3 times. Well, I think you and I drove through once.
Yeah, I drove through Oklahoma City on the way moving here.
Okay.
Tornadoes are in Oklahoma, says a Raven Dante. Who doesn't want to go there?
Yeah, it's one of those states where I'm like, I'm good.
Hold on.
Good.
Let's have Marshall Google something. What's in Oklahoma worth visiting? How about the Oklahoma City National Memorial Museum?
Okay.
The National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum?
That actually could be pretty cool. I mean, that could be kind of cool.
What is the number one attraction in Oklahoma? Route 66. The Philbrook Museum of Art, the Oklahoma City Zoo, the University of Oklahoma, the Marland Estate Mansion, Museum of the Great Plains. Okay, there's nothing in Oklahoma.
No, I mean, I can't imagine. Okay. I can't imagine, unless you got family or something, nobody's going, you know what? Oklahoma vacation this year, guys.
When you look at Oklahoma and then you look just slightly south and you're like, oh, there's Texas, a cool state. Why would you ever go to Oklahoma?
I mean, maybe, and I, not knowing, maybe Oklahoma's got some places that people like to camp, hike. Maybe there's an outdoor element that people can go to Oklahoma and experience, but that'd be about it.
Boss just texted me again about something on the show. So that's now 3 emails, and a text message. So.
About the concert?
Yeah, 20th anniversary show. He takes one day off to go golfing, and suddenly he's back on the show again.
Is he okay?
We'll see how he is during the meeting today. I'd be down to chase a tornado. So it's funny. So my wife's childhood friend is a tornado chaser.
Oh wow!
He lives in the Texas area, and then during the summertime, he'll chase tornadoes through the Midwest. And he's a guy that like goes
crazy.
He's the guy that goes and like gets films and like has a YouTube channel and stuff.
Wow.
His name's Adam. Really nice guy.
Does he? I mean, is it a job, a hobby?
He makes money off it.
Okay,
Yeah. So
okay.
I don't think it's his full-time job. I
Sure.
think he does like construction during the rest of the year. But yeah.
Interesting. I haven't watched it in probably 20 years, but I love Twister. That was a good movie. Kind of whole chasing tornado kind of thing.
Weren't they trying to like? Actually, good question. Why don't we have the technology to like end a tornado or hurricane yet? Like the whole like drop a nuclear bomb in the middle of a tornado or a hurricane.
I don't know. And Mother Nature. My friend who is a marine biologist, his saying is Mother Nature always wins. And you know what? I think that's this sort of situation. Mother Nature's always going to win.
I feel like we can like drop in a giant vacuum that could like essentially like suck up like all the water
right
on the outside of it and like kill a tornado or whatever. Like I feel like we're that close to having like the guy create like the you know how they have like kills paint, like kills hurricanes. I feel like we're that close. I feel like we should become very close where we should be able to like control major events like tornadoes.
Sure.
Yeah. Like taking a remote, just clicking it.
Just turn it off.
Turn the tornado off.
Not in the mood today, guys.
Mother Nature never forgets, always gets even.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mother Nature always wins.
Can I tell you one thing I've not experienced in my life that I'm very disappointed in?
Yeah.
Outside of a female orgasm. Happy 69 day. I've never experienced an earthquake, and it bothers me.
I've never either, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know it bothers me that I've never experienced one.
I don't need to.
Like there was like an earthquake in Vegas like a few months after I left, and I was very upset about it.
Right.
I've always wanted to feel what's an earthquake feel like.
Right. I mean, I was here for Matthew, and obviously we, didn't get the brunt of that by any means. And I'm like, man, I don't want to know what anything more than that would be like. It was, just still kind of creepy. I don't know. I have no desire to be in an earthquake. None.
Yeah, the earthquake, actually, I do kind of want to. I'm more earthquake than hurricane. Hurricane, I feel, is more destructive than an earthquake.
Right. Yeah.
I'm very interested in earthquake. Throw me an earthquake, bro.
I guess it depends on, I would hate to be on a bridge during an earthquake.
Right. I want to be like in this building so I can like walk out into like the street area where nothing could hit me.
Yeah. Okay. I got about 90 seconds, guys. Two more days to go. I'm so ready for Friday. It'll be the first night I don't have anywhere to be.
Oh, that's nice.
It'll be so fantastic.
Good for you, man.
So excited.
Well, you're hosting bingo tonight, right?
Bingo tonight.
Over at New Realm, starting at 7?
7, yeah.
Go see Kotter.
And then so I think we finally got it all figured out. Coaches is doing a open mic night, Throwdown Thursdays on Thursdays. Tommy Holland is hosting this week.
Sure. So
I'm going out there just to kind of like say hi and intro Tommy Holland. So I'll be out there on Thursday.
Cool.
Just stopping by for a few minutes. So yeah, we're going to be promoting that. So if you're wanting to hop up on stage with some local artists, play some tunes, don't have a band, just kind of want to get up there and do some stuff, this is a perfect opportunity to do so.
Yeah, there's only like a place or two that I know that does an open mic night, so it's cool that Coaches is doing it.
And and their Soundgarden stage is fantastic.
Oh, they're doing it out back?
Yeah, they're doing it out back. So it should be really nice. They're going to have a drum set in. It's going to be legit. So
Phyllis says, I felt an earthquake once. It was pretty scary. It felt like a train was on top of my house.
Ew.
Interesting.
All right, guys, be right back.
Rock 1061.
Good morning. Before we get out of here, one more time going to Marshall for Marshall's Music News.
So just yesterday, Rocklahoma was announced. Rocklahoma, I think, is done by the same people who put on Welcome to Rockville, Epicenter when it happens, so on and so forth. So Rocklahoma is returning to Oklahoma with headliners Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, and Rob Zombie. Honestly, looking at the lineup that also includes Chevelle, Hailstorm, Anthrax, Falling in Reverse, Phil H. Anselmo and the Illegals, Seven Dust, The Who, Motionless in White. I honestly think Welcome to Rockville lineup is better, superior to Rocklahoma's this year, which happens over Labor Day weekend, September 3rd through 5th. Now, tickets go on sale this coming Friday. If you feel like jumping out to Oklahoma, loads of different packages that you could buy, including limited quantities of Groupie, Roadie, and Rockstar VIP packages are also available. Also, there's a Big Shot Boxes in the Garage package for those who like to get away from the crowd. So
interesting
indeed. So once again, Rocklahoma happening this year in Oklahoma, Labor Day weekend. The one band, maybe two, I'm slightly jealous of. Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegals. Would love to see former Pantera lead singer show up at Welcome to Rockville. And The Who was another one that I really wanted to see. So there you go. That's the only two things I'm jealous of. I don't need Biscuit. I'm good. Slipknot, they're coming to Atlanta. I can go see them very easily. But those are definitely the two bands I'm missing out. But Welcome to Rockville, superior in every way.
All right, tomorrow on the show, Hefe 2, the new music band officials select a new song. Marshall going to quiz me all over my face. And Mac is back tomorrow. Two things. She's got an Instagram page for her dog. Got to talk about that. But she's
still single.
Very
still single, guys.
And she came across TikTok, a challenge that involves watermelon and mustard. She's like, I want to try this.
So we're just going to let her do it. It's almost like it's a mini Torture Tuesday before we get to our Torture Tuesday next Tuesday.
All right, so that's tomorrow on the show. We'll talk to you at 6. Don't forget to check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It is Kotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the live stream today. That 7 o'clock hour was fun. A little bit of technical difficulties. Unfortunately, with that, I guess
we should do it. Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. If you want to close your eyes, don't look. Avert your eyes. I get it. So excited. Back to a big 0. Once again, I don't blame Tim for this. I really don't. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, so why is my camera so crazy now? Get back. Okay. All right, so there you go. Back to 0 on the cake day. Yeah, we weren't able to be on air for 3 breaks in the 7 o'clock hour, so it was a little crazy. Anyway, that's it. We got to jump into our meeting in 9 minutes, so we're going to let you guys go. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, Kotter Marshall Show. We'll see you then.